Wednesday, the 11th of September 2024. 8 minutes gone past 1700 hours British summer time. It is a pretty late start. But hey, better late than never. We are here once again on AQ24 Radio, Abrabapa Radio, AQ24 Radio GH with another edition of Bamaso. This is where discerning Ghanaians with discerning thoughts, we just come to deliberate on all possibilities with which we will become co-creators and catalysts in the making of a very beautiful Ghana. That is all that brings us here. My name remains Papa Smiley, the host of the show, and we are here to carry on this very exciting journey. Well, we still operate within the fundamental rules of the platform, which is to say we come knowing ourselves as Ghanaians before members of any group whatsoever. When we know ourselves as Ghanaians, we come to the understanding that whatever corner or whatever group that we may find ourselves, we have to use that corner or that capacity to promote Ghana. As simple as that. That is all that it means. So it is not wrong, it is not right, it is not something that is a crime to belong to any smaller group within Ghana. However, you have to come to the understanding that that smaller group that you belong to is to be used to promote Ghana itself. That is all that it matters. So I will humbly welcome you once again to the questions and answers version of Bamaso. And she has wrong because the mood done the more people and come up maybe I will be a some pensue and reno codie. And so Wababe Kaya home na yede Bamaso Jumedi bro and they will quada September that also do back. Yeah, to us only I heard quite a bit to me afa no my Ghana afa into my efra. Baby, I will be a no my Ghana and ana ye PM waha. Wa my Ghana and ana ye bahasi. I or see a drubi anka them, say all other groups nina anka them. Oh my Ghana and ana ya bahasi. Now, see I can say all other groups in them one. Group will be our own herself or my Ghana akon and even over them. There be and only empathy a better one SMCC. Now the age say. Group anase kona bia ye wo bia no de ebetumi aye wo ho ama o ma na kona nim no eno ene yakoma so ade nti mesre se bra se Ghana ni be dwene se Ghana ni be ye obi bia se Ghana ni in fact say o wansi kra wansi se Ghana ni very important pa na ye nyina nkakra ye hwe de ebetumi ayo ama o ma Ghana etumi akona nim so tie ni once again say Dr. Etisede Dr. Zazadentu Natena Nasa Rebedia Dr. Ebenezer Mufabwaten Mpanyufwa kesiye pa o Mpanyufwa kesiye pa they are supporting us with their wonderful prayers and with their experience as well. Missing the papa yenti nananketia dan den na ne 5 minutes kura e babundi he's truly established his immortality through sacrifice and service. That is all that matters at the end of it all. Idia yeja wa hasi no, that is all. Amachi de osinipa ebeji ni din keke ya ma meji amepenyi nkyere. Enti edin be na ogie. Someone may say what is the legacy that you are leaving behind? Nana Nketia, he left a very beautiful one. Enti yebebundi nta America fo nyina samsafo memuso abete joint. Why are there pa? Why are there? Ene adofo bebe chiri nyina yede nchiare nyina mamo ene esan semre no kode nim ntino na me nso perhaps me ankasa mentimi ntina mu nche no yede nchiare nyina bisi ane abontoa so otie ni nkoa dia misra omiri nsu agufom na as long as say ugina asasi isu bidie nsu na kan ba bia wo no right so nchianim na afei yɛnto akwantuo no so nhwɛ deɛ yɛbɛtumi ama ɔman Ghana yɛbɛwie ama na akɔ n'anim fɛfɛɛfɛ kama yɛbɛkɔ ahoma no so right away yɛnkyɛ ho koraa na yɛne abrantepa Sam Safo abɔ nkɔmmɔ kakra ansa na adɔfo aka abɛka yɛ ho nti Sam wotimi nka wɔ hɔ nom a memawakɔ aba bama so
I drink yourself for smiling.
na bɔkɔ deɛ
It's a dumb boko.
Sweet stuff. Bibia ye boko pa. Bibia ye boko. Ene ya elite. Pa.
I know. You know.
Now so yes, better late than never. Oh.
Exactly.
Better late.
Kitwe bien ça.
Kitwe bien ça. Right. Na na how much me say how much ya na mene nananom ne ewiem atumfo di nkomo se hunsuro
okay so
hunsuro
no me nsuro me apala ne maybe ani me nsuro but say there ya tell am what you say
mene nananom ne ewiem atumfo di nkomo na in fact asem bi eba mitrim na mahwe movie bi a this was I'll just paraphrase it briefly and then we can carry on. This is a very renowned lawyer the negligence bi Emma and Mofrebi ewuye na said the idea nisi koye no na obetimi e de ahye one of the workers woni fie na Basa no, omo de share saa worker no. Initially no, omo de share saa worker no. But over time no, na untumi ntina. He decided to say he will turn himself in. Na what face consequences no. Na oye lawyer no, ana ne colleagues are no omo ne law firm no, ba ko ye say or step in now we defend no so na abranti and there was one no or person will take the full rigors of the law right and a lawyer no eka na dan for lawyer na or step in na man and say oh there be more conisa or person fight man on mitigation circumstances now from mitigation circumstances no he will be able to spend about 10 years in jail no appear bonten na okanse mi wom or say my conscience does not understand mitigating circumstances. Sam Sautie. My conscience does not understand mitigating circumstances. Enti enunti no opeso face the full rigors of the law. Na oka say the conscience cannot stand mitigating circumstances no. Adia baako a question baako e ba mitrim can we battle with the power of our conscience and still win ana on say minim se biato pen dia but we ni pen dia ti bia ni biato sometimes an action or inaction you may be contemplating on it right and I say bibia wo ye yo na afei won say wo ho no mo a na o conscience new DSC na new DSC I say wako Ghana na nwa akọ Ghana na wako din semone wo ho oba beto yire ewo ba bia uja na hokọ na nso wo ho no mo na the power of your conscience no na new DSC it's like a battle in you na me busa mo say is there a possibility say we can have that battle with our conscience and still be okay and say we have won the battle? We said yeah, Papa can also he cannot his conscience cannot stand mitigating circumstances. And that me busa say is there a possibility say you bet me battle the power of our conscience and still be okay and say we have won the battle and then we go out chest out say yes although your conscience catch and say we shouldn't have done it or we should do this or we should do that and we did otherwise and we still be okay. Is there a way we can win the battle against the power of our conscience and kakakra ewo ho and then yebitima call of habit ne of a chum and so eho.
I mean to me and kasama obia by in general, and for me personally, the simple answer would be no. Because why are they anyway, I know why they can't carry an you're still thinking about what you did.
Mm-hmm.
Like you still every now and then, be it way be a back out. I quite to say example now my see and wako Ghana, wako ya the born in via waba wasamba back to say London or America, and then the other and maybe or baby and so you'll be anytime I'll be who saw in the panel, it will remind you of what you did. So me personally, you can never win that kind of battle because the idea is show
mm-hmm.
forever, and especially any person out here against it,
mm-hmm.
So who know regularly, so or from China who know regularly now, you will always be reminded every time you see this person. So you cannot really truly win that battle. Like you would try to fight it, you would try to keep it within, but deep inside, you cannot win that kind of battle.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it of course I think say another way you put it would be say like all the time you can say like secret Mrs. Sanipa and I say this song and I say Sikan Wababe who and I say Sikan or demonstrated this kind of attitude. Like it's within you. Who you'll be like truly you know what you want, you know what you stand for, you have certain values. And I say you care about certain things now. You cannot win such battles because a very real sign, like you cannot truly. According to that, one of the questions you posted, are we truly free? You cannot be free. Like and me a better example, like America. I mean, you did some common and I say whether America is free or not, and we were trying to explain how America is not free. We know America knows its history, it knows where it came from, it knows where it's going, and it knows where it is right now. So they're constantly looking over their shoulders, like their conscience. They know what it is, so they always have to work they have to go the extra mile, work extra harder to kind of like, live that kind of lifestyle they're living. So you cannot win the battle. You will work hard. In any case scenario, in the worst case scenario, what it will do to you, and they say, it'll make you work harder. It will make you think harder. Anytime I'll be able to you have to find a way. I guess we're trying to draw back. And so try to for the title, we try energy. No one say for the into all the time, you're living this kind of lie, whether you like it or not, because your conscience it's always there. It's always gonna be every time I'll be one panel, a back house. So it can never you cannot win such battle. And to some people, I'm back as yes. And I say, like, you're from Bray, like, yeah, man, we need the way I'm running. I think maybe we train would be saying, what should we seek for in a president, right? And I made the example. To me, I said, see, be a Watinka, right?
That's right.
When can't say, oh, Watinka, Emma, Nipa. I'll be for Chroma Bunso, Nipa Destiny, air brand as before Chroma Bonsi Gota. I am my Ebruso. Anke you was Sikanke, you was Sika, or Hanke said, yes, our projects now. I say, it was Scout High, you said, it did provide those people, And then you go and spend money somewhere else. And then at the end of the day, you come back and act like it's all good, or and I said, how. Like, if you truly say, oh, what's in come on, Uncle Nipa, you cannot go and misuse that funds and come and act like it's okay. So to answer your question, for me, it's no. You cannot win such battle.
You cannot win such a battle.
You cannot win it.
I see. You, Uncle Sam, thank you very much for being honest. Na said the okay no. Say we try to back one. Also we try 1,000. Oh. Na odi akọ support to the we try na. Hey, now 1,000 even so I also prepare another 1,000 and so 200 because but could be a bit no be here another 1,000 to defend it. So
Yeah, and Min Chawano, Papa Smiley, just make it real quick. And this is why sometimes Obiwa House, our meaning can't, no matter what you do for a binomono, or meaning soda, and I say, or meaning and kanda. It's because deep down inside, like, we talk hard, no be see, we need go bank accounts, but the means now of fast to accomplish those things, a very real science, no matter how rich you get, and that's no matter how big you become, you're still not happy because your conscience deep down are real. I don't know, yeah, I'm for seem to forget. Anything do all need there. That's the need to make durable society. I say the conscience get clean. So kind of and that's the Japadena wow when you know fine quite personal into all the time. Like it's way bien so I know. It will be a because on deal be when see be when you be when we feel be a haunty. It's not just your conscience, like it goes a long way and it determines how happy or how healthy you are because never when a real kitten you just don't sing or you want to ignore it and that becomes the problem. So maybe one can be
you what can you esan say movie na me hwe ya lawyer na yes ade no afi no ne life nyina ntwatoaso nyina became a lie because say afi say obreki law no sa because I was all payments bia or de be kata de waye no eso but finally still no went to me he had to give up himself to face the rigors of the law. And thank you very much for letting us know in your case as an individual you can never win the battle against the power of the conscience. Thank you so much. Yentie of Albert and Sway. Now on also enchana adwene ewo ho and then we move on to of Atwin Berema. Of Albert, otemen ka now I ready there Bamaso.
Are you okay, Papa?
Na boko there. Sweet. And then they are mantem crow.
I didn't answer.
I'm say a platform na you just see so until we do a come we no obi akra enum no ana omu just see so right
okay enra no omu so edi nkomo wa chire
na omu di nkomo wa chire pa nkomo na chire de ya na amanfo bo e kan sam so ho se no nkwa abontin tin nko edi na amanfo freedom
na de pa ba na nu so mbe ye
omu kan sam ho pa yo ya ba de kakra bi e betumi aye bia na ye monitor na yen sorry so said the name Sam Ekano. A question came to mind at dawn. Say, and when it comes to Yeni Pay, can we ever battle the power of our conscience? Your conscience, you ever can you say of our body? Ahunim.
Tree, was a be a record with Tibua.
Okay. Wahunim de nyanwa ho, wahunim nyanwa.
The same.
Okay. Enti na me busa say, can we ever battle the power of the conscience and say we have won? Say your conscience will be telling you this and you do otherwise, and then you still feel okay. Say you have won the battle. Somebody identity here. In your own case, have you won the battle against the conscience before and you felt okay within yourself? And as I say, inti kakra be ka wo ho no and ye shada monko mu bibiri yen ka we kakra bia na yenko inti kakra be ka no mi nti o
papa say ne na wo ka say wa honim no me ka say man bia obai kru na ne wira fi no kru no kakra ne din na omo ye tu na ba ko de na ofri amoase mfantefo no na santini ma no ono to dam na se ebia wachew anase watew kwakwa osi o me de nyame ya chie kura wache me na nyame ya dam de se edua o asemo be ka kire se enye ya enye problem but utim die enye ya utim oh je say nipa anim no ebi a obekasa ade no emfa me ho enye sei but ebi a utim no ana so wakoma mu no ha eti eno ma de bebre ho asene na papa ne ka no obetimi a wo se obetwa oho afofa ho na wokọ oh me smart but wokọ no wan kasa utim de me sa ade de me ne nipa na ne die obedwe ho normally be bro ho obetimi afa ho but still na wokọ na odwe ho wona nkura na oyam hihyew atze obi hwehwew ana so obi so mu nti sometimes no obetimi afa kwan bi so me de be brato me obetimi afa kwan bi so ya fa ho
ka bi kire de na tro obetimi ahwe de a
papa edoso nti me gaza me ka de
hey ofa body no o se edoso
edoso atsa kwa na no sere ska no oso mu ye ndodo sa na afọ mani so
ai ti mu sala
edoso nti afọ mani so
I see. What lose battle no, on several occasions. Oh,
baby.
I see.
Papa.
Battles now. Ulusu, how are you living with the loss?
Papa, ma for kofimra na chance woman ma ba.
No about okay. Yo. Ene ofa kofichim berema. Omutu ho na yemu akwaba. Bamaso.
Yeah, I drink yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Na ofa boko there.
Me hu ye. Yeah, me hu ye.
That's good.
I don't pardon na. Okay, me hu say what from you say we send me the two and na. Sisi awo why you this one.
Tinje bia this bia ya pon you medie na. Oh. Why?
And you're very nice, but I think it's better as I mean more first now, then we take it from there.
Okay, all right then.
I think the opinions right now, maybe say maybe two.
Okay, all right then. Mate offer. Mate.
To the trick.
You can have some actually. All right. Now offer. Ansania yabako conscience so no. Oh, you can the battle against or the struggle against the power of our conscience no. Mami Musa will offer. If you had one life, the life of one person, at two scales, so, na you had if you are sika, if you are see a dying, if you are see a japade, then I say for you na at two and also two scales, so in your world, the mood you in a bit weak, I say. One life on a scale as against all the money, all the cars, all the jewelries, all the phones, all the watches, also on one scale. The so life, the two scales. So I'm going to be weak, I say.
So you be the enocratia as a way as a page. If you say material sense, weak, I say, and many people will go for that. She can't even. Yes, that is that to be a dominant. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And no be way as in one life or
way in a honor in the context of way in a main anti was about but me drop me answer no say the will be life for two or near the Sikato and you say the part do draw no be choosing the part of Sikano. So no ma a bit translates any way there then that is my answer.
Oh, okay, I see. All right, now I'm funny say it's whole life na any sika nyina say make us dey be wake say and take the one you want so
yeah
enti ye the life eto honom na ye the wiase nyina sika nyina eto honom na ye say choose ba kwa mu dey na be choose
oh me choose sika
na u choose life u choose sika na only life no be o
sir, one council say
that means you choose back.
Choose back one, they lose the other one.
Of course.
Say me lose back there. a very extreme question, a very extreme you power because I hear life and death. You said death part will be which is eyes open, power conscious, but you should death that. People will I will run away when I see that. Just why, even though I don't have a penny, but I'll choose life against death, imminent death. Yes, I will run. I'll run like it.
Run. Okay. All right. Now, you see, you find say, yeah, my Ghana, something that we often happen. Let me say, my name is Nancy Omejaya, instant justice. Okay. You find say, you find say, argument sake, we are 100,000 Ghana cedis, and $100,000. Bishop, and Yachino. So, say ofa sika na oku wiae no ene the life na nipa no ewo na so wabokro no so omokro no so your life meboa it's still a life. Okay, the life of that person ene say $50,000 na oku wiae no odi ni mienu to scale so a na ye kasi yenyi ba ko a de na ka hwe yenyi
again and Ukraine the moment me ana nipa do obeti Ario, me better up for a baby could have been Ario will be a sick kind of partner or neighbor. You know, mob justice. I don't know. One would would threat and be boosters every day, and you can't know you're the wrong person. Now, many people have been killed in those circumstances. You not hear say, you know, you don't have a chance of you don't go through any interrogation. That would be a Ghana today was a mobile blocks and this year, maybe a Google, your time you are the petty and no one. And some today cry who say, Matthew, sorry, be a sin and see, meaning what ya. Said ya me tailor, you see, a branch be any war, I would say, and one a Arabian so. And a girlfriend will Ghana ha. A branch of the car would take a crack. The Rabaro. Abuche ni bi so abeware no nti therefore what the Abuche boyfriend no family house ena ayi boy ba ko bi so enso baaye obaye no abeda girl ni che ewo it looks so odd to me pa say minim say makeup sana say real they are not just woman ni nyansa what in-laws fie no ama boyfriend bi abeda wo che wo okay that is what the story says. And in the middle of the night young man sorry celebrate or call washroom. Okay, washroom now. If your phone be in-laws, phone be home. Early in the morning, don't. No, a woman even know. Just straight away, that's a stranger in the house or a man. Every when you and a girl no appear by and you say, boy, this is so bad. This girl you and a girl is would even know. Let us say straight away and the first suspicion about anyway intruder or you come for. Yo, a real, on a boy, me no okay. Men come and walk that why funeral, a real or tell. So, okay, sorry, I mean,
mete sa story no pa mete.
Where you're real instant justice, just a real intention cry. So, indeed, so minimum say it fits into questions I will throw at me.
And it fits in the answer. The bottom line of what you are saying now, and then it say, if you ask how you we are, anything in this life, all the material things now, ya acquire, when we put we put that against this on a scale as against even one life, okay, one life of a human being. I was saying Oya Bajimba who said the life is more priceless than any of all the other things put together. So it said you have rightly said, you know, your condition your home say unya kobokro no pa. We don't look at any other thing, but we just give you that instant justice.
You just shout to a real no massa. So one baby I'm fat to crumple everyone. And now the police in be peer if it's in a public space, can you hear? One pay a police can grab a trouble, then you'll be saved. police ni amadia obeba na the car tie in the road near free petrol near
That's
power
right.
stuff. Simple. Yeah, fast. And the first part. So. Oh, you ever see petrol boost? Yeah, that one match is sure. Then yeah, real and a boba blocks the DCC die bottles. If you mobile, you said, "Na gababi abefabi." What time you had the tree? And you appear the tree now. No, yeah, Jow quite intensive.
That's right.
You better be in the case of this, a branch and 1 year crumb for. Okay, over to a castle a crumb for because Sabi, Sabi will be back. I bet that would be Oba Abrutini be one and what's in the law. You know, so I don't see the official about the girlfriend. And see, and Garcia Obano, a betrays the you know. Girlfriend will betray the baby. When you the unnecessary say terms are real. When you see a real will be a free baby about the locuta, a basic kind boba be an iron not ni trimon and ni stomach any a real intention. So a train a basse a branch and 1 year crop for them over the girl quiet can't come with the
Salome, yes, Salome.
I had will be never be nice or call Salome and your man intention. That be our year, you know, Salome, Mamma, so yeah, so if you are not there, we see, yeah, when you're comfort by 4 that you done will come for then the Ayama fast.
Yeah.
Salome, no, a very dangerous idea.
Very dangerous. I mean, and yet, Ghana and Kwana, some of those things, you know, I think me who video be, is one of these Asian countries, name say. Baby being so called echo fat or baby sa Anna
married and I will be
I don't know say it was a very short video. And you could see said they were just in bed covering themselves in with a duvet no. Anna and Crawford could pee almost
you be shooting
in fact almost shoot 2 bear man one and multiple bullets instantly. So then again you ask yourself say what is the worth of a life to
man remember some day na obi a dey we bet 5 minutes not with life in a short in life. So somehow we never learn from. There are so many examples. We never learn. Human beings, we are almost always trapped in that sexual life. Then they could end up in war. Tragic. They say, we are not disciplined enough when it comes to a man. Well, some cases you know about them you come on back. Sometimes they are not be money they na you finish up for no band on them so Salome is a very dangerous
very dangerous yo and this one will lead us into the battle or the struggle between ourselves and the power of the conscience. And the fan say oba kunu they say Ghana dey ya okay Ghana need Ghana dey ya okay oba no nim so kunu e wa manane ana be ma bia akofa be ma bia be share nchen na BBSC and you deny the person in the quest to say you want to save your marriage, right? In the event to say you are able to even save your marriage, you know, do you think you can win the battle between yourself and the power of your conscience? You think you'll be able to win that battle or not?
And this circumstance I do comedy, it will haunt you, the person involved. In this case, Obano, it will haunt you, I believe, for the rest of your life. Because it's such a will happen to him. And then it leaves an indelible mark. But as a circumstance you can just let it go, you can forget about it. Yeah, that's it. You know, body any papa be most of them so what kind of baby I put my country, otherwise I mean it's so oh, that's the idea. A very solid idea, and it will always it will leave an indelible mark. But other, yes, your conscience can override it. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Maybe I be that. The son maybe I be my music, my son, my boss, or my use. In fact, it does not even cross my mind. But moment I eat this alcohol, maybe I run through my so me come kotre that be so. Those are little things that I will not keep them on my mind. You see, I dismiss it, but they are all not. They were not nice things. But Emmanuel, that's the idea. It's so overriding. Yes, it will haunt you.
Okay.
It will haunt you until yeah.
I see. Now, of already, just a quick one. Is there anything tormenting your conscience even as of now?
Oh, Debbie, no bother my conscience. My conscience is free. I look at the positive side and what I have, what I've achieved, and what I'm aiming to add to my achievements. And then I post. Yeah, can be within the no. It doesn't bother me at all.
It doesn't bother you. Oh, okay.
No. My conscience is solid. It overrides the and I'm kind of said, a kum dear, it will live on a mission kum depanda. So, some kum be the idea. It always haunts me. Then your kitty will be 10 series with the house when you went to work off. These are little things. Oh, I just dismiss it. It would be so overriding, so overwhelming.
Okay.
It's yes. Being there be the alcohol will be 10 series, 100 series. Walk or to go to a common Jimmy and I may present a kusimi or cancel. No matter what salary mammy boss or not me the akusimi. Say a bonnet. Then so made them. I forget. I was about 10, 12, 15 years.
Okay, I see.
My poor busy car with that pussy, and I will be I don't quite. I come to me very few, mammy, for the young year, Diane. I come to Jimmy. So we call kitchen hall,
we cool
compound house. Compound house. Young quiet, you be so be the result to me number home with that to my marry. So why should this bother me? I know, and yet, but let me fun say. Idea to every no life bibi ba me do ko na bibi sa ba no makai otherwise nya dia me and bother me in any way but I've done those because I simply be
okay
akowia na mu nkwan obi mo no ma TV na me da ko share picture no ma di say nyina but
it doesn't torment your conscience.
No it would I will be a what I did ko be hunting boy and you say we are all different circumstances will be adding how a management, how they can manage these.
Okay.
Maybe I can manage it in such a way, say those little things. No, they don't bother me at all.
Now, if I say, what call you a big girl, and that's what call you a big didn't swear.
And that's why you be that, and it doesn't bother me. And tell me, you will be so familiar that it doesn't bother me. But that will be yes, and my year be baby you cry. I will land in Chroma. You know, and yet it was not nice, but no, it doesn't bother me. I'm telling you.
And because you say, Ubi sapen, it doesn't torment your conscience. Oh,
no, not that. You can dismiss it, but first, one of them, if you want to push me to the wall, I'll defend myself. Hey, madam, I'm talking about this period is around 1977, 8. Yeah, and that's the period. Some of them in worry. Nah. Madam for pa minina, and me na flat or a Shoreditch, Liverpool Street or not. Madam for so or Bana or bed Trammy, and then they offer us about London. I think the girl was about 19, 20, thereabout. And also, ba abuke kaneno. Na Ghana form pedifo aye koto omu nyina no omu bebrebe no omu na yire. Ti ana omu kra omu abusuafo se yempe ayire papa mrero ya ware fifie. I'm talking about a man dey be hunu da. But in the age, me start about me I was about 20, 26, 27, 25, 26, yeah. That's 1978, And girl also in this picture is about 19, 20 years, yeah. And a new crew now, free Ghana be one, so it's about 40 something plus, yeah. Now, Dana or back ne or fan ho. Ya no fan e madam for the fan say no timmy flat. And now the complain brain or fan say ni kru no buy ni kru no ye penny mo. Since I say we 19 or 20 years, I'm not sure. Papa is about 40. Was that time we chat away at the one because we worry about when I'm good night. Stress baby. James say na dia nkoso ekoso kwa enye papa bia. So what is the make?
Yeah.
Eji girl no through her frustration or ni of an di nkobo. And I knew of an so feel say ni of fast ya ba say ni of fast then can. Not go fi. As one me of fast dia be ja so we did dia go ahead. Sure. That was what happened. No, said because will be. It was offered to me. I will be unfair. I as well come up. Maybe it's not leading me home. Now, they be see.
But now you say you will be here.
Many chiapa.
And they are okay. Nay, before say will be so real with you. Yes, sir.
David. Afterwards, you know. Says I'm ready now. No. Before in the student days, you know, Kola, infantile boyfriend, girlfriends. Anyway, you win where we had PSC. These were not serious relationships. But I'm not saying the 78 there. No, I will be a warrior with chatting kid or give this signal the man waba. And I won't mean Abayan words. I'm brave frustrated. I don't know what financial made a decision. So, because the TBA girl want to be made love to properly. I mean, our fight would be full, not maybe they would name me and down for brother or say near me. I mean, just to keep the girl happy. Say,
okay,
you know, well, we thought say we were saving a situation that said or fall into a trap. We could be free or could use a crowd. At least me there, no father that down for party would name me men say be crab banana. Say bass papa no credit jano. Me a crab me a warrior. At that time I was a freelance. I mean, worry. And see, I thought say yes, and again very happy. Maybe our church and Ikrono. That's our arena good in their own terms. There, not say because everyone and necessary said will be the Urbana brand or London. That was how we so yes, I knew say you will be I would hear the service. I thought I was offering a service. That's another angle. No, I'm not defending this. No, I may cardiac system, but I think retrospect, I did a job. Me, yes, I 1, 2, 3 times. The girl became happy. No, yeah, you know. And then they see a crowd say fast way, you know, and say eventually one more crew, Papa Penny, one term essay. Emma, I think one chooses to Obesa Bagana and to Bagana. I think 2 years later, 78, 79, Mr. Me Bagana holidays, me buy no offending in number one, Kumasi, Bantam, Timmy Ringen was out by, not just a twice or 2 years and Duke Kumasi is out twice or. Yes, twice indeed. Yes, these are all past in your money.
Anna, it doesn't torment your conscience in any way, even after.
David, you wouldn't say I was helping her. I was doing the job. Yes, she was happy because she was not happy. She was so frustrated. She needed to be touched as a woman. She needed to be made love to. Yeah, Okrono to me yet making love to her.
Okay.
And I think I happened to be at the right place at the right time. Okay. I was there, so I fitted in as a number 2 husband or boy or lover.
Okay.
Yes, she's happy. She can go back to her husband. I'm not defending any of these, but me feel any papi but obiane how the view. Maybe I'm not scared of throwing out all the spilling the beans. So what was sound perform the bother their conscience, which is a man or Kasaka, Mr. Sam Sefo or Kasadi, you are these little things, they just flash through. And yeah, I don't have the guilt feeling. I thought I was doing a service, doing a good job for this young woman. And then the marriage is not being properly consummated. In other circumstances, husbands be correct to me, echo high will be to come and make love to their wife, to make the wife happy, so they can, some people, I trust you don't worry, or baby, as a trophy wife. So they have to hire somebody to make love to her. Or be what per se, Obanu Dinachi, or you know, public space now. There's a beautiful woman by his side, rather. But the account of the marriage properly being consummated, no. Then they have to hire somebody in some middle class, situations. So, yeah, people pay people even today. I know these are all closets in people's cupboards. These are closets. These are secrets. It's there. It's real. Say say yes. When you go back into history, Krana, 24 PS, 4 powerful people, they go through all that. You know? Yeah, you pay somebody else to sleep with your wife, the wife, or pay. When you're now the president, you must be seen that we are married. So sometimes you have a woman beside you, a trophy wife, just for the cameras and all that. Obama can then, you are giving she has a freedom to go here, or you are quietly, discreetly, and then it's there. I'm so saying, before anybody come and rebut what I'm saying, I'm not defending it, but I know it's there, it exists today. It's going on in so many states in Europe. Since you have lawful circumstance, they do that. Most powerful politicians, kings, one more worry or baby only for the cameras, not in the real sense. A proper warrior, no, they don't do that. They just do that for the cameras, for the public. Yeah. So I think when the circumstance, I thought I fitted in my situation, to make the girl happy, and I played that role quite well. Unfortunately, the girl passed away, and she I don't know what happened. So
thank you very much for sharing your experience with us. Right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah.
You and then me free hantem and see Bema Obosonfo assume, and then Obosonfo takes everything right from here. Obosonfo. Over to you.
But I think I see Papa made a CB chair of a tomb and the chief for we need to take you over. Say, Baby, twice or not, Yatwa. And Papa, be sure, say, what a tree horse, say, Ebia, Bibana say, a broom a horn in Swana, mapping you away tree hole. You, Ebia, no, it was for me, church, Bibiana, and that's Yaba or mine Ghana. Mondontia and the Yaba. Now I'm saying that of a chum, that's a newo inside. Now, come on, so move him power of a chum.
Thank you, sir.
I also want to admit that I truly and genuinely appreciate your honesty and for sharing your life experience with us. And
Thank you.
Role model my nti minim se bia 24 media emrebe na say anka etumi cause ya 24 na okontuni bia so koto obi wo fie anaze kroma anza no so ko nti over wo dia wo ye role model my with your experience things that say betimi anya a whole show amount na wetumi aboa yen efutuo ene akwankyere gidi se wo nuanom so amowo wo bi ti se of a Kwame say you sure so not so such experience or I was here now 24 media yet to me enya mrena mu host show be my
yeah they can the biao in real life
it's in the over on them say my appreciate your honesty
Mr. Media ba ko so be me che wo Hamburg one dey na oba no backroom Hamburg no abepe obi dira kofie wokwa na husband no adi nkomo no akɔhye cupboard mu na wo ne oba no ye de mo ye na owie ka do asa wise ka de amount. They do that. It's, I said most wives are trophy wives, but they pay a man to come and make love to just to keep the woman by the side of the. If a man, you're very powerful, but he's not doing the job as a husband. Until they pay somebody else.
Be a cry, be an idea. Yeah, it's part of solution. Solution.
They pay a man who's a taboo in our cultural section, but Ghana, it's there. When you get close to some powerful rich people being Ghana, they do that. Yeah. So it's a real
Yeah.
that I go.
Yeah, but that was it for sharing your experience and Amakano. I appreciate. Now, Yema, of a Kwame. So, Umbrana, say, Aseme Daba Mason, Papa say, can one win the battle against the power of the conscience? Let's just say, Samitiasi ya. Because Papa born Chichrimuna, Susania, Marking Kino, of a Kwame, Mijidi say, Emudaho. Ebi a also wɔ ntiaseɛ foforɔ bi anaasɛ ntiaseɛ bi a ɛsen sɛnea bi a etiefoɔ ne anuanom te ase a also betumi bi aba bɛka ho nti ɔfa Kwame ma yɛma wo akɔ aba bama so megye di sɛ France bɔkɔɔ wɔ Paris o anaasɛ wɔ Rennes
Tobasi, my origin, I'm about best 30 minutes away from Paris.
North, south, east, or west?
On the western side, northwest, Bisa.
Okay. Now, where that it to say?
Where that no say the Yafa jacket. Enrampi and eventually ensure petit kakrebi enumere yahu area, but during the day no yahu area nti area mu clear ne ho kama ochina de minim de ochina me ochina so say me PNT no matter what BP
Yo, that's it. Of a Kwame, Udian 15 minutes.
Conscience. Conscience, no, as a matter of fact, me no medication, no, if we buy once and ever, as I class at a Miko school. Now, conscience and way mono. To me, no, say, bra, nipa, Adam transmit. Ya deɛ no ma yɛ no ebewura yɛ gene mu and the conscience no it tells you what is good and what is bad na temptation ɛwɔ mu ne sɛ ɛnka woyɛ adeɛ yɛ deɛ a ɛna you are free na woyɛ adeɛ a ɛnya a ɛbɛwowɔ sepin so it depend bɔne a wayɛ no bɔne bi wɔ hɔ no mu deɛ a ɛna wɔfa twum ka se wa committee blood sin dia eno de no kreni ebe hanti wa kama na de ye di nyini no de eno de ye di big body experience so say come de wa eno de temptation say ekwani a be fa so a be solve problem no ya nyini nyina na ye correct nti eno de emphasis a cause and effect common one can be a uncofa. Inti Okofa ya that's a beer and year and any. Me kai say Misuano and a Miko school me pon by na me brother or kota bro baby or a driver no kota bro bena or the other two on mo. Ubi a prono what is sent no say he push you. He push you. And to me free school above and I may be paid Biani BAD. And to be tempted me, and I may cook be. Say a broben also, say Ucha. Say the Yakuposi ya brobeno. So far baby, dead ya, or starting with baby, dead ye, be with me again. But Oko starting free baby, and ye da, and you would try ye, and you may have any pa. Me we baku, no, I feel netwaso. Me starting me so when you may slide home kakra na me de ura na de ato no me ti mani na ma wie na wo free adwuma ba ye no em se wo ba nyina na ni ba eda so oba be odi be gina ni oba ye na okoye ya na bro be na ho ono kra na ye ni ntifie o ono tine ni papa fie na yensu atie baby oba ye ni ho into otite mi a me ba ye no obusam say ne ba me Brobeno. I'm so mina me fine. No of or saw me share Timuna or Pejami. Nanko Peso bombing. And the chi was sad me see ho. And I honestly threatened me so say me last time. Or even you obey you be bonny. Not bonny no be a what disturb no pa into me who I don't know. Ebi a say aduane a wadi awie enti anya de a wobetumi atuaneka na age na na ewu mu no anya de a yesi we de onyeska onuamu wa mu no imako bi na ebi a yemu sika bi se ho koskua no wodi edidi enti ebi no but o ye papa de a ene da credit ma because feelings bi wachiri o ye papa feelings bi wachiri a Emma would tell her no, it say grow higher. Sana me de me hu no. Enti Monica nipa ho. Na one a figure bi wo Bible mu a ono so commit crime pa David. But David no onyati ase say waye boni anu apacho. Na abubo nyankopɔ bo. Na afi la show di ache no. Sanity. Enti wo ye boni a bomodin. Na overcome ka incident bi a happen obi a se bogo se wan okoda emeyi okobo Salome emeyi mami nka mi ne kakra mi nim fama ho emma no ene se
yeti of Kwame
oni creature bi a Nyankopɔ ma wo mu gift bi a ememe hia ina ade na meme hia no ememe bi aye ready say on betua ho sika emebe bi betumi de kase bi adada no na ma no so wo mu weakness ne wo ma so eninti se wonye ready kura na language a wo tie na ye ne da obewon say na conscience no attend to the other side no akubie kwai no na afi ye chino wi a afi na akoye problem sabi sana bonete anytime bia obeye boni na oto ada ho no ne de enimbuase abro ama owuai owu ya enti eno de emse na hu afutua no mo ekan no okobo Salome a be careful enti na isisi hotels no be careful obade on control on control but asemba na obi hu nti topic yi de kakra metumi di amamanfo ani wani na manafu bi
yo of Kwame
madafu bi free Ghana ba just only 1 week kra o free o yanki no o ko fie na waba na o ye report a chem se ofa o man no emre nya adwuma yensuo ya se no nti future in Ghana bi mu ana mbuza se na
and I said
meba bra
yo to asofa
na mi buza ne se na say forest no so as matter of fact forest ni de omo damage ni na bet baby e trend kono de ha enti Ghana no mi se buza ne se okay na Ghana fo a omo ti Ghana no omo hu se ade ni ye serious ana no mo say ya o see one day omo fi se omo hunu da ena omo fi se omo ntumi nya ho hwe enti obi ehwehwe se de kwaye ade be chi no enti aye se ye mfa ho indifference ena akoye Ghana enti omo ese no se no ye new authority bi a obeka se oh no ye kochiri dodo enti o se ahwehwe kwan enti se ya na ye se na me de da me kan cost no ne boarding ye de ye kra betwa so because ade support to ye life no eno na ye destroy no enti ayese sabi Nyankopɔ bo Ghana ni no Oh, Kwame Nkrumah de obedi areho. Nyankopɔ bɔ Ghana no. As a matter of fact, what ye ticket amai, munye dear mope. Munye dear mope.
Now, Papa Kwame, me bemono, say, Wama mututu galam say, so Amusukra principle be a more Eddie Yen or Moyeno, or my dream. Almost ebia an American say almost they might see say it's a moral principle being more busy on. And almost any more day, no. Yes,
Okay, we na me have me.
Yeah, and no. Say I think say what some of the background is in line with topic Neda Bamasono. And he say an American almost more principles be a moral principles be almost any or more yeno. And you know say ye per se ye mo mujaya. A crime ben soon I was say to me. You the emphasis say omono that is their best moral principles are omodi yen your moyeno is the best of them. But ye per se ye so yeti me den ye fa crime bisu na ye mo mujai. Because I'm say this is a situation now ye use brute forces, ye use military. It looks like you're exhausting all the avenues but there might be some powerful hand here or no based on or no logical and moral principles or no of this into and how can we win that battle? That's why I think it's in line with the topic, you know. It just on mine. Can we win the battle against the conscience of those people now?
On mine dear. Say ye fa Oma as a unit there. See a jano. Na entwa so there. Any yenti say society building yenti. Because say ukumu hua wa committee.
There be in case ye enjoy my omuntu aso. A crime be bit me afa. It's let's take it a battle. Yeah.
Come here so I was here kase. Ensure your soil, your forest. One more would maybe ye we are brabo more ye nipa no yentumi nyo. Enti ukosa area wa a no go area. Enti se wonko akọ destroy a life with there. Any I will say you know quite say you be you a free society because you are going to destroy the society. Not damages our cause.
Yeah.
Damages our cause or no. Say what say yes you know. No insuno what say no bi. Na wo fa bi yeduane. Na fa edi. E kopem bra o sentence no be end. Me sana me as matter of fact me pe crime. Say e wudie say e kumo bi no. Enya de a e come home because me nim say their life no sit here. I will never go to the side that I destroy life. But how my whole cultural society need there will feel it.
Yeah, that, and I make and say we omukra very strong motivation now modi and yomoyeno. How can we
make up the intro? The woman say, I dear friend of conscience, no. Yes, a akromfo na womo ye bone no womo ye no ko womo ya we sad ya womo ye enye but o justification do justification afi na wo to aso na afi abeye normal thing amount aye habit so na me dey bibia kura enya me ya say ya import ahoho so mo be destroy asase eno na me dwuna ho kura me ntiase yen yasasi a chese ye ho kire ye ne a ono wo ko ni krum eno wa ba ye krum no be destroy no ne yese twa wo mo process me tiase e dey complex kwan ne wo se hu ni pe fita na ye de ho ato ama no hey me tiase hwe mi so no pastor baby ana mi krum baby ana metie me wo be hwe na amneni na me busa ni say your friend is Sovia amna. I'm say Ghana minim party bi ni ho no but your man tell mo dey e widespread. Na ndan ya ye say abrofo no bae no eduma no mo eme enkrofo yi. Enti wo mo tutu samples sa wo mo say wo mo dey ye geological survey as den. Say the bear, you be who or mine no baby, you see can shishi. So, anyway, my own copy a diamond so wakutia, you copy a gold so any year as they say, is Africa, you good no. I be I didn't yin shira na akoye, Sabi, one can say poetry. I no me. I am no me magana for. Emma say, ye nimocracy and so, yes, I will value, but in so. Ni vitalia ni vital importance the wo nipa brabo nti despite the odiama yen o sa to bi kan ho se de be ya sukom de enkuyen na se what desert so na wo kopie oasis bi so na wonya wonsu ya respect a wode ma no e different from say wo krom to say Ghana no na nsu etata ho no mu a we take it for granted. So, enti Ghana no, si enye nipa wo education na wo be transmit biama public ne se ensio ye nuya ene ye nsase eno ne support yen enti eho de eye no go area ye nya ne sade a ene master Ghana, there's no future for Ghana.
Yo, Ofa Kwame. That was it. Oh, 2 minutes. Oh, be our best of the council, so do with me, Edia Kawan, son, about chairman. Then
I mean, and say, the American home, say, I dear queen, the entire yent means solve a problem, they say. A quania ye chichi mine. I say, yenia ye digging see home. Ya chi mu, ena ye de chichi o mine. And so I dear care friendly. A man chichre, would you cook Casemua? A quaint being who ya memory mover, a bush being who I'll be cock here or my almost say, and a yanchi mummy and only chichri a bushia. And I say, could be anywhere one becca say, yanchi mummy and only chichri a bushia. Indeed, Ghana system or adopt no, it's wrong. It's against a unity of purpose. Indeed, Sunday we cried here and say, Class 2 new crowd, which they probably say. In fact, a funny got the napso no, yes, a being. Into the best, and they say, I will say, one more, this philosophy, barber 2 years, equiano. It's time, say, you're rewinding on. You're winding on back. Now you free hope because media kind of for certain to say, this partisan democracy no, will never go Ghana.
Okay, of Kwame, better was it. This partisan democracy, and that is why I've also been canvassing and crusading for a critical review of the selection process.
Because
medium na wabano.
Maybe Debbie to was it. Because you say constitution, you don't know because Debbie. Now we change the republic for the simple reasons it's a constitution on what here. Now you're changing republic, you know.
Okay. Yati over Kwame, everybody also be enough for what my entry. Quite fast to constitution actually. Now you call board chairman. So now board chairman so on Bekabi. Ti over Kwame, whether was say board chairman. What's the main can?
Yeah, I was for me to count.
Bamaso.
I drink Cassia. Now, more to say.
Or what the other one? Jidis also here.
Yamiadum, you see, where pa. No, then I cost
Mina,
yeah, this dear Nama. Oh, by and Kessa will come on festia and mammy. Me pestia no mon festia na mame so anka. And to wish I bet to me the akotamale. Sisi aka na
ebe kofa we no hia mu na mbo.
Da bi sisi aka no na ni hwe eyo hemfa kra. Fa body be to me chok ho kra ho hemfa. Papa, never to me, Jack. I will do quasi hot mu baby.
Yo.
Also
Also
a central region. One I can't anymore. It is here. What dear, nay, a quartermile into bet me the aqua dear.
Say Epona Cheddar, I do have a Kumasi, to me, able to travel central region Kumasi. Yeah, journey board.
What you say upon or de quana say or ye a canals the alcohol.
I said, in so near for the Kumasi.
What the moon and should be airport.
So be I
see. Yeah. Now, office will bet me as idea. No.
I also bet me. I Onya Quenya or by Ghana mine as a conference. But maybe a minute in Castle.
One who say, so BDB Saba, ye journalist and they are lazy journalists. Or more very, very lazy. Instead of say or more better hormone or more ababa ni panadrin when you the all patreno. Na ye using a slogan near the nam. Be a Mahama Nayos 24 hours. Ye share down tran hormone and to tornano. Nana do buy or beka free SHS, yan shut down to Tonano, say, crime ben or buffer obey to me, a TSA cano. NSCA, ye endowment fund or holding na ye dear Sakobuma, ye nick trokra or ye endowment fund. Ain't he, Mestre say, ye befi dear so, ye very, very critical. Obiam Bahan must say, obey be due beatem. And I say, obi mpega na yi nti na waba radio so oba bekasa na mom no ye kasa ye hwe na ye very critical ye nyame aye adom ye wabrochire ye nim sani omubu omoman ye nim sani ye toto MP ni prime ministers ano enya kwan ompese omode ekro no befa so say I hope say mo hwe Trump ni interview
Me did say in the
Obani to me, ya share a Trump skin. Emma, or to me, can say a Haiti immigrants or more way a for cats and dogs. Oh, and we need to be able to bring out the best out of your leaders, you know. Or what the policy be better honumwa, yemba bemu, niembisa wong. This gentleman has said, say, or the pokrabi to miyako kumase. Yeah, yenti say, oh, to me, yeah, no, to me, yeah. No, abaso, obey canals at the akko. We need to further investigate it, say. Canals no be then will be free him. How much is it going to cost us? These are credible questions that we need to ask. But
what chairman? Maybe Unjin to say Anka, it will be in his own interest to provide the means already because just saying it, you know, will be able to Miaka. But what makes the difference is your demonstration of implementing and as accomplishing what you are saying would help. If you won't care journalists doing this out, and then on say Alan Trematin and Bawumia and John Mahama. Omukra plans and manifestos are they are comprehensive enough. And to walking kind of I achieve a certain policy.
Oh, really? Ufi say manifesto in the plans a more comprehensive plan no, they don't. Majority of them
corrected. But I can still say with the great transformational plan now.
So
comprehensive and detailed.
Well, me who a great transformational Now let us look at other year a bit more ya quantify Sikadudu Okra region ebenyama. Let us go ahead and probe further. On your figures in wahi, then okekabo mo dinya sa figures no. Well, we are not doing ourselves any justice. And I go back to Sa Epona, also Betra Kana, the Ato Hormone say, Yembisa Brentian enough questions to know his mindset, how he's going to do it, where he's going to get the money from in the first place, and when is the timelines. When money your questions say a journalist no to me bisa. And I am also a teacher, ya ba efidie so a esi ye to me bisa. What the great transformational can say Mr. Allen a great transformational yaba. But what are they? How is he going to achieve them? What cost it? Oh, we need to have credible policies with detailed plans as to how we're going to achieve the essay. But we tend to sit on this sideline of propaganda and slogans. Where it is possible. What is it possible? Everything is possible in this world. But how are you going to achieve the impossibility? How? And what are you going to do? We should always make university ye lecturer bako. And if Abe were lying so obe catch them, your friend of Van Basten, he said in the university we ask why. We ask why and not what. Well, until I see it, your course why. Carry on asking Baumia, what's the credit score, Baba? Ask him why. Why does he want to bring credit score? And no, okay, so be able to me a car loan. No, be saying how? Why? Well, we need to be probing further till there is no more questions to ask or no more answers to get. Ni ehu nipa krone mindset. But yeah, no, yeah, the say nipa krone be kato ho pe. And we've got people, fantastic people who can speak very, very well. They call themselves communicators. Oh, communicators, no musum gidi near the number, no more than namhanmo, no mukadium or mupa on person muka. So, inti, media kakra mekan say we need to ask more questions. Because you allow your leaders so much freedom. We are not asking too many questions. Questions me feel say why kasa.
You board chairman, every was say nenia would ya babe ka ho. Na yenko Alex Benewa. So Benewa oteminka Bamaso. Benewa. Let me say, my ma America crana. So what you mean can? Your ma Bamaso.
I was on for.
Benewa.
My basso.
Yo. Did you say Bibia Ibusianfo Obia Huye?
Yamanadmo, Biabako,
Okay. Now, Emma Aquaba, Eba Bamaso.
Yeah, so.
Mzen Komwa, me better ya na say, Gidi say na wuti, Papa AB Science can one win the battle against the power of the conscience? Senya usifati asiefa na also ubetimi ama intremu kakra na itie fo ni nua no so aiden etie nti won de na ye etie
Matemecha atie fo nyina mecha nuanom so makasako battle of conscience here ne intremu be de kakra kire well me nim
Senya wo kan cry battle of conscience no cry me no ana Senya wo kan me so na me dwen is as say for it requires a conscience to fight a conscience or to fight the power of a conscience. It no know what kind of battle of consciences. It also boy in Tremusenia.
Why?
Yeah.
I said, my God, say, ɛno no deɛ ɛde sɛ tem biara no wadwene bɛba so sɛ ade bi a wayɛ a infact sɛ nka nɛ na nka bi a nka wonya akwanya nka wonyɛ nti saa ade no ɛbuu fɔ conscience anaasɛ wahonim ɛbuu fɔ wɔ ho da biara nti conscience no sɛ yɛka ne twam sɛ ahonim da bi ɛbuu fɔ sɛ saa ade no a wɔyɛɛyɛ no affecte anabi wɔ a anhyɛ da sɛ obi biara deɛ but da bi a ɔkae sɛ saa ade no a wayɛ no deɛ ahaw wo nko ara na wokae ebi wɔ koraa so a wontumi nka nkyerɛ obiara ɛnyɛ adeɛ a ɛfɛ sɛ yɛde di nkɔmmɔ wɔ bɔdwam so
na ɛnna yɛ a na yɛka ne sɛ wonim deɛ mu anaasɛ obi bi like adeɛ a wonim fi w'adwene mu okay
wahonim a ɛbuu fɔ saa sɛ normally no sɛ wokɔyɛ a ɛbuu fɔ but bi wɔ hɔ a saa power yɛde wini saa conscience no na woni because time biara wobɛyɛ sɛ wasi w'adwene pi sɛ wobɛyɛ no o fall low nti wahonim no bɛyɛ saa conscience no bɛyɛ your friend sɛ power saa wo anka wode bɛdi so nkuni no bɛyɛ less ɛma wo because what decide sɛ saa de no woanyɛ nso a ebia de nim gua sɛ bɛbrɛ nti wobɛyɛ dɛdeɛ na wɔfa kwa makyerɛ ebia kɔm na de wo wahu obi aburu a ɛsɛ wobu for instance ebia wo ne ga bi anyem onye ready say obeye your friends and obeware that time I was young at the age of 17 19 17 18 hono so onkwa okwo a boys nyina besrew nti o hwa ka wo so a ka obenya ba but ofi say next thing is may abortion na wakọ yes hard no nti unyini nyina no da bia un sɛ ɛhyɛ wo so sɛ how sɛ nka manyɛ saa de na ibia nka menwu nka hwɛ nyame ka me wɔ bakora by this time but for instance dia etimi man otakai kra ne sɛ ebia owo bɛhwɛ na owo man ko a o sika mepebe ma na bibia hyɛ wo sɛ kwala na bia oyɛ omo abortion no wa ha na nka omo yɛ mema sɛ wa ntino da bia no wahonim no bu for the saa de na ɔyɛ no kramponti na bia ama we ɛtotototo no nti tumi a anaasɛ power sɛ yɛde bi die no so nkonim no deɛ require another conscience sɛ wobɛtumi atɛne wo ho kɛse akyɛ wadwene ho bebree sɛ deɛ nnora na obi ka sɛ wopɛ sɛ wokum nnipa a ɛsɛ sɛ wodwene ho bebree na mmom sɛ wopɛ sɛ woboɔ nnipa deɛ a wonhia anwene ho nti wopɛ sɛ wokum nnipa a ɛsɛ sɛ wodwene paa kyɛ ansa na woayɛ na mmom sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a daakye biara no wahonim biara ɛmmu fɔ da biara wokaeɛ a wobɛka sɛ I've done well, I did well by doing this na mmom anytime a wobɛhunu sɛ ade no a woyɛɛ no woanyɛ ne yie biara na ɛkyɛ sɛ wahonim abu fɔ ɛyɛ sɛ wo conscience no ayɛ den abu fɔ sɛ woantumi anni so nkonim nti meyɛ sure sɛ obi wɔ tumi a ɔde bɛdi conscience no so nkonim da because before a wahonim no deɛ bɛba no a yɛka deɛ na wayɛ bɔne no awie wonya yɛ bɔne no wie so deɛ a sɛ wo no wodi fɔ automatically
ne wasɛ mɛbam kakra sɛneɛ woka no atwe ma adwene akɔsi so sɛ conscience no yɛ wo nipa no a wokura conscience no anaasɛ obi foforɔ ɛna ɔno ɛko etia wo a wokura conscience no enti sɛneɛ woka no so na akɔyɛ sɛ wo nipa no mu no nea wadwene ne motivation a wokura no wobɛtumi akɔ etia na ɛno so deɛ menyɛ sure sɛ bɛtumi ayɛ possible saa because wo na conscience w'ani firi wo mu nti no wo sa hia nti mɛsrɛ sɛ bi a sɛ nka papa bɛnya akwanya na nka wabam kakra na waba bɛbɔ yɛ nkyerɛmu a na sɛ bi a wode wano onua so bɛtumi aba bɛ ma yɛ different
yɛpɔn a so bi a ɔbɛkasa ɔbɛkyerɛkyerɛ kakra a ɔte aseɛ fa no deɛ nti obisa yɛ
saa nti wode ɛtoa so
conscience no de da bia no obsonfo eye wa na ewo mu obi nkunti obi conscience ma ne nyi obi ani ho betimi akwati obi conscience ana say obi because conscience no de ye ahonim a ewo nipa bia individual na time a ebe refer obi a na wa ye bonenti na refer say obi yira akofa no ebe mo say nka ne anka memfa no na say se ne anka menye saade nti ya ade a wa ya wie na ho consequences a eba wa nkasa wo ho ene sa ahonim no tambia na ebu nipa fo because wonya hu se ade a me ko ye nye na ugya ya oni ahonim bia wo ho bio wo nwene ho bio because wa nya anye nti hu se wa ya ade because wa bo modern na emom se ebia na nka yesika dwuma bi nso na nka wokoye na wagya ha ahonim ni beba o se ade no ye ya nka de nkoso bebre wo nti anytime ahonim beba wa brabom bia na ye negative if you say ade bia nka ebe ma nkoso wa anye nti ene wa ye hiani nti wo badwene se ene nka saade we anase school se mitimi ko ya nka ne kama yesi nti ahonim no de tumi a ebetima di so no indi ho if you say anytime ebeba bia no conscience no ebeba ebeba bia na ebebu for the move for the I just say when I'm falling into it sa de boneno sa ne te sa na me mete ase fa di baba de oboson for ho de me de bechi ho na me ka so be chire mu a me ndi mi nkoma ni
mate wo mre wo sa so wo mre nti bia se bibi foforo wo ha ekoso wo mind and mo
yeah ho de ze galamte ya enra na yedi nkomo na me ka se na first of all no me ka the friend is a Botman America na semi and then it is so no can be say we can say it be a question ne do more to corner who say in fact and no there and then the way to go so mo can some na you miss all now what thing is ubi over can sim piano be chim send no tia sefa na ubi wana no ate ba kasa de achiro ndi ubisa no eno no ade match ne mum ebebo akakra de nti so obi kan asema ye misa the question but said na or can said that no said that ne way ni program ananse ni policy of so they kana be kokuma so they pobe kokuma no benim ni paul ka so ntimi nye de ba me kan bi ba me man ka so ntimi nye me si ehu hia men kan se me man kan wo ha de me ti se binum so ka se ntimi nye de menim de but se ede na yo wiase ane ye na bibia ni ho ani pantimi nye one e be involve money be involve sikapa energy time any too many things including land the be fast wa ko nyina ma ye chire mu ha kra ka su ye the be fa rivers no ai ko na asefo ena babia nso no be kwa akoda but here is the case ye man na da ho no so be my policy bia enye policy bia like sad in see no ye be kind of say say what developer through baby wa kwan nyina ye wa kwan aka afa so ye who train railways no na asefo na video
okay so say yentimi nka se ebia se ne awo si dwen no ebia no no kwan foforo ba you se ni tina bod so ka se anka yembisa no no nkyere yen ko se ne awo ka wadwen na wo de kiro ebia no ebia obeda sorry na odipo no kogana eko kumase
what does a man can you oboson for me say timidie obetimi aye obi abetimi de po akokumase na me si ehu nyia ye ka se ehu nyia say ye da so no de kokora na wa ye adwuma for me ade app kesi bia for Ghana economy sa na mpesa me kire nye se won tumi mfa nko me so obetimi de akọ
na o kan about sika o si sika ebe kom
any cost na me kan say no okay the end because you better do
no tia do no say ono awo ni sika o enti bia kom fa wo eto awo tia no mfa nye
Obusomfo nipa koro be ka kire so wo ne sika bia ka kire ne say me say ye wo 600 and something 740 billion a ye dimitri onko to everyone na ye hu so wo sika mpa onko to Ghana ka 740 billion onko clear ene omra bonte me ka kire say me nka wo ka ye be da sori adopa no so wa clear ni na nticha fo mo Ghana nyina mo mfiri a mo say ye nso kura na ye suro say ye kopam a wa ha ye mo ka no kura no mobile for so ya agye mo ade nti na ama ye mpanefo nti matwa nti obi afiri Ghana na nka ye zuo ho ntoro na ye nhunu se bema bani nti se sika na owo na omode ka de a onko ye sa ade no first na ye nhunu so ye man eno de me for me yes na me susu so obetima ye no ye nan so na wa ye oba taxpayers money ya no be yusu good ya anase oye ya ye tui obejeje obi obeye president bi otimi nka kire me so oye billionaire Ghana ho billionaire bi ani ho anga ye wo sa aka no ono wo ni sika ne ye de one ne yire ne madi eno wo on sre no wadi eno person no ye but onye million onye sika ni sa ena even Donald Trump kro wo America no ontimi nka so de ne bottom sika ye wa obeye president for 4 years or de ne bottom sika ye bibida muhu bida monko Russia President Putin ye one of the richest person on the planet and I say your friend is ye president wo we as president do wo sika pa ayika ho monko yezo no ade ne bottom sika ye bibia mo man da de obi obedi president bia no or the oman sika na be develop eno de mo forget it na Akufo-Addo oba presidency na ye nim no omo so wo sika pa ono de o me faga na sika oba ye ode ne sika abo aga na bresu ikura ye hu ka bebre aba nti eno no de nye ho na ye ko se ono no ba ode ne bottom sika betimi aye po akosi Kumase na obeya nka ne no onye onka ntra aba so me pese me de kana akokumase no ne asante hene enkasa no man asase eno no enye or the far river no nye so we score the be ye as a person and one is kadia obetima ye ne kosi say or ye crack no na be ma ye no ye hunu say eh so bi o ye your friends individual pod what ma ye say the presidency manual na che say ne obaebo ene nanka so obetima ye ne za de onye ne ma o ma ye nto aba ma no wi nti no de obosomfo ye ho na memeko de meme kire ne say sa de no a o ka no so my Ghana be so a be ko nanim a enye no na ye first thing nye no na ye first thing o man na da ho no ye wo nema bibiri a eye simple because wo ye kana akosi Kumase a na wonye kwan kosi Sunwan na wonye kwan kosi Tamale na wonye kwan kosi Takoradi wonye ye ni kwan papa bia wo man no ye ni railways a ekoba bia nti wo ye kosi Kumase no a eno no nko ano de ne be ade aboro so sa eno e be ye den eti eno de minim se ya enema o kan ya efe ye de fese nka Kumase ye sika capital in fact se wo nsuo bi ana ye wo kana bi wo ho eduru ho sa nka ye me for me hu body bi e wo ho adam pala me chen se te me sa se mu enu ubi se ana ho question sesen na o kirekire omu aduru sesen ya eno no ntimi mame no and ade up to anything na Ghana yehia nti sa questions a ye pesi bisa omo no eye but boy chairman menene problem a menene wo ne say tabi o ba na say o endorse nipa say the boy chairman wo noble voice bi no o endorse no very weight ayi pa energy bi pa na no ada no di Canada Japan say Kennedy ayo bi asabi wa bi enwuma afa nipa 7,000 7,000 no adwuma na guara boy chairman say wa shift ko cheda ho ya
da bi o say eba no say ono ne candidate or no be di na chini de ne ono personal choice say ne de enye fom so na enye on team mra na say on fom mra nti anena yenja no ma no say me and them ye papa land ni hwehwe pa ode ba en amani je hu so tina me da so na bene wa si okoko test independent candidate na say o hwehwe ye no bro Alan dia na mesima me di bene wa chi a en say nya fom so
obzo me wa gaza wo problem wa gaza da o kana wo nipa wa idozo omo wa iwe so Kennedy mudi na ti ya de teacher say ebi ma bio
attempt me attempt to win the battle against the power of conscience no so me manam wa me tu no Oh.
Jeje no.
Wa boy nkomo pa nkomo mu ayede na twen so ansa na ye nko abi so na nkomo ni mu ayede pa nti ebeda bene was Spain Madrid nti ma ye nko abi onukpa tete.
Yeah, Obosomfo.
I believe you know what we are talking about.
Well, I have a faint idea. It's been wagon.
Yeah, he's landed. Yeah, he's on, but his time has elapsed.
Biniwa, you are laughing at Cheddar's boat or river transport. You think that is worse than Mama's what do they call Aboboya and those things? Mama said he was bringing what transport is Mama bringing? Then why is he was coming to legalize? Is he Aboboya or what? Okada. You are laughing at Chad's transport proposal, but you think Mama's Okada thing is preferable?
That's yes, you are on. That is his opinion. So you move on. I believe the questions are rhetoric. They are rhetorical questions.
Well,
or you want him to come in? Because he's going to take your answer.
Time. Well,
okay. Okay. So you want him to come in?
Briefly.
Okay. Benewa.
Abe say John Mahama Okada no ayede. John Mahama nka so the Okada eba. Okada is there. No so be regulate money yadwuma fairly. Said e be ya omomfa empempem enfo traffic light mo red na asefo. Enti no so ba obehwe omu yi ne we regulate ade no omu use no basabasa no instead obemo omu education about it. Said e be ya omomfa nya adwuma said e mfata. Onka so the poko kumasi o. Enti no enye policy of say or say a video or Okada Bagana. Okada is there. But when you're human council, and also a bar or be money ye juma ye. Oko country be so or more advance or more you so Okada. It's a big deal and your bonnet.
Which country? Which country? Biniwa?
Paris, Okada or bra. Paris. Paris of a Kwame or pa.
But that is of Kwame uses Okada.
Okada will Paris. Okay.
Kwame will answer this. You is okay.
Yeah, Abi. Yeah. I hope you got
before I go on, Mr. Chum is on. I heard the later part of his conversation. So I want to request, I don't know whether it's some people on this platform may see it's an old song or some of them may know it. I know if
is it a dance song?
No. I know if this man Ejase was on, he would have known this song. Feliz Liberty. You know, have you heard of Feliz Liberty?
Yes. The Nigerian musician.
Yeah, so
he sang Mandela, right?
No. Feliz Liberty is a Nigerian.
But he sang the song Mandela.
No. He used to sing different.
I was a child then, but at least I was carrying cassettes along, so I remember.
Okay, so based on what I heard Mr. Chum deliver, if Abbas Mali is hearing, or if it's possible to play Lover Boy, Feliz Liberty's Lover Boy for Mr. Chum, that's a special request for him. It was very interesting. Obosomfo, is it conscience we are talking about, right? Okay.
Yes.
Conscience. Yeah, conscience describes.
The question is, can one win the battle against the power of the conscience?
No, you cannot. You cannot win the battle against it.
Listeners are listening to you, so help us. Why you think so?
You see, conscience is a moral sense of what is wrong and what is right. You understand? In all our conduct, in all our behavior, even in our thinking and everything, when you do something wrong, subconsciously, you know that what I did is wrong, or maybe I didn't do this well. I mean, you within yourself, you may criticize yourself that, oh, this thing I didn't do well, or maybe I went too far or something. On the face of it, sometimes we are too egoistic. We are too, we don't want to look like we are condemning ourselves, especially in front of others. So sometimes we use ego to defend, these things. But, our conscience or subconscious is telling us that, what we are doing is not good. Anybody who is not able to exercise this conscience, probably, I'll say that person is not normal. You understand? That person, I think, is not normal. That is why we feel most of our politicians don't have conscience. You understand? Either they don't have conscience, or maybe they feel like they don't care. They don't care because if you are a leader, either a politician or a manager or a chief, or you are leading a group of people, and the reason you are there is to safeguard the community in terms of the people within the community, the resources within the community, and so on. And you see that things are not going right. Do you understand? If you are conscionable, that should prick you that no, this is wrong. You understand? This is wrong. This is not right. So you have to do something, because that is why you are leading the pack. That is why you've been chosen as a leader. That is why the people look up to you as a leader. And I think what we don't know is, when you are a leader, you are expected to exercise a higher level of conscience than any of the people. You as a leader. That is why people, not everybody is settled on or selected as a leader. But you, once you are selected as a leader, you are supposed to exercise some higher level of conscience in everything you do. When you fail to do that, that means you are refused, or you fail to exercise your conscience. We can see this clearly like this. Obusumfo, you see, if you have not become a parent, let's say, if you have not become a father or a mother and so on, your level of conscience is a bit average or a bit moderate. But immediately your circumstance change in terms of being a parent, being you are led, you want your children or your child to live within certain level and so on. So your sense of consciousness, or your sense of I mean, all your senses is intensified, on alert. Do you understand? So that is your moral conscience of what is right, what is wrong, and so on. It is higher. It's the same way as when you are selected or elected as a leader. Maybe you are a joker, but when you become a leader, you have to be above the fray. You understand? So nobody can win, because you can't say in your life, or we can't say in our lives, we don't know what is right and what is wrong. I don't think so. I don't think if you cannot exercise that level of distinction, you are not a human being. And that is what differentiates a human being from non-human beings. We can exercise conscience. We can think. We can know what is right from wrong. We can reason. Do you understand? The purpose of reasoning is to be able to isolate, what is right, what is wrong, and so on. But in our part of the world, people seem to be behaving without that level of conscience. And you see, because we are not exercising it on a regular basis or on a acceptable level, that is why we are having these problems. Because I don't think if you are a leader, and these people do it every day, they sit in their V8, they go past the roads where these rivers cross, they see how the damage is being done, but they still refuse. They don't even care. They don't feel any guilt. All what they feel is just enjoy the title of the roles they are occupying. When we know that in certain societies, if a leader is going somewhere and he sees something wrong, that will set that the leader thinking of how best to address the issue, how best to avoid it, or to improve our part of the world. No. The leaders themselves don't exercise any conscience. So that is why we are where we are. I think on an individual basis, maybe we do it better than on a collective.
So when they say one has no conscience, what exactly do we mean?
Yeah, when we say somebody has no conscience, or it means the person has refused. The person has refused to exercise his moral sense of what is good and what is bad, or what is good and what is wrong.
Okay, so it means there's always a conscience.
Yeah, Akufo-Addo, for instance, is like he's out of his conscience. He doesn't care what is happening in Ghana, whether it's wrong or right. He doesn't care.
Out of his conscience about what? About the good things he's doing, or about the cruel things he's doing, or what? Because he has a conscience. That as for conscience, there it is there. So
he has refused. He has refused to apply it. No. Conscience is a moral sense of good and wrong. Do you understand? Okay. That is the sense you carry. That's your conscience is the sense for you to distinguish between what is right and what is wrong. So when you refuse to exercise that, it means you are not exercising your conscience. That's why sometimes we say somebody is suffering from his guilty conscience. Do you understand? He's done something. So the person has owned the fact that, okay, what I did is wrong, and so on. So your conscience is pricking you. Your conscience is telling you that what I did is wrong. Sometimes out of arrogance, we fail to accept. You understand? That is where the ego comes in. Okay, come on. We try, but inwardly, you know what you did is wrong. You understand? That is why most leaders in the West, in this part of the world, they don't want to bear so much of, this sort of guilt. So they own up, some resign voluntarily, and so on. In certain parts of the world, like Japan, Korea, and so on, instead of suffering from that conscience, they will just go and jump from one story building to another and die and finish it off. You understand? But in our part of the world, he will tell you, go and bend the sea. You understand? Instead of him or her, acting upon, his or her conscience, will rather arrogantly try to defend what he or she did by telling you, go and bend the sea.
So at that moment, that person has lost his conscience about
the
things he's saying or the recklessness or the things he's saying. Okay. Thank you, Abby. Let's put the brakes here and then let's allow Kwabena to come in. Then you come for your final words and probably end up. But Felix Liberty, he is the same musician I was talking about. He composed that song about Mandela. Freedom to the people, or that kind of. I don't have the lyrics, but I remember when I was around 8 years then. But I read something about they say he's fighting against polygamy in Africa. He has 19 children, and he claims that polygamy has ruined his life. So
he's
yeah, in Nigeria. Yeah, so he's
that was preaching. I think late I think early 80s or either.
So the song that you wanted Opportune to sing or somebody to, when you come for your final words, you can.
Lover Boy.
You haven't the title of the song. Maybe Papa Smiley would.
Lover Boy. You do a search, you find it.
Oh, okay. So it was a hit, I believe. All right. Thank you, Abby. And let's Emma Kwabena, from the UK to North Carolina. Kwabena, Tony Adams, Bamaso.
I drink na bibia bako dia.
Nananuma daroma, boni bia ni ha.
Nananuma.
Nananuma. Akokwa no so ne ho ye pa.
Obo ade adaroma, ne ho ye papa. Nufo no no mu too much. Wan hwe ansa na obeje nufo na atofom. Ya momo de ana mo nse no man so nya kakra ma me na akra. Be ya me de agigi me ne Tazeta miko BBL phone mu kope enema di gugu ma chimi agina ho. Se ya mo pa ne choma.
I was saying obi nchira akoda nyame nti. Yeah, part of the attribute. Obi
nchira akoda nyame di ota aka pa. Na de me ko hwehwe yi. Me papa me say hate for na be good Florida ama oma ko wi ane ne kraman akọwe. Nti mi na mo me hwehwe nkraman na we se metimi ehu me papa de no. Edi akoma no a anu eni kapa o
Kwaba enti mayema wakwaba Bamaso na emi se watie nsema eda Bamaso
nsem de se bibia da we say ewo anwun bia omo bo mo say that day say obi o a obusa ne say na identity na wantimi na oyire kra na o se Akufo Addo say na Akufo Addo amasem no ma na asem no kra ye kan ye ntimi anka ada na wanye yi o se Akufo Addo I say free SHS buy no say MPP for no buso bibia then na maye de aboa Ghana say free SHS what then road be o say sa na ko nti obi wa hu ni say bibia any argument bia na de Akufo Addo ba na say dada no ha so say nti no conscience there e wo bia wa say de odwema no yes wo uti e wo hu ikura egbebu ufwa uti ni kutawa na say wo niema bi say bia de bia ba hansem bebra ye kan niema galamse niema ne ade yi because ye kok ye galamse nsem ye kokan ye eba ye no IMPP for ko lusu sa areas ni ade sa maami bi no a deputy finance minister omu nyina ko lusu omba na obi se de osire se ma ko lusu na hwese de no se na ni age so na se ba na se ese do election time bi na kofa galamse asemba bi na se ye mra me ko se okono a ye nko se okono because ebe mu osun se ebe mu asre no na wo conscience na ehwe otiri no tell the opposite de bia hu se nipa ho kire na wo sre te se bibini de no anytime abi wo se bibini sri bia na se ni nua ho akire no so the time nipa ko ne sre sa ase de ne pe no if you want me hu adwen e wo nipa tuntum tirim se de o sre ye ne se je so ma kolusu e wo ho ntie se nya hang parliament na se sensu no ne se san so enti no obosom for conscience there obia ne say there ohun na say bi bebe bia ti ye kala nsem ebia ba omi ansem ne ade nyina obia ne conscience tare saa de na chi so ozo mo ba mo say your friend say obetimi di nsuo afi friend say akra epono de be fit akra de be fi ba bia ye shortest abetimi de edu kuma se no obi betimi aka so very possible for tell nipa na chi and conscience be ka che ne say very possible we can do it. So, Bobby catch us a credit score. We better in the office, ne garage, could bet me the computer by Kwesi garage. So, and cost be biao. Maybe I say, oh, quack or pay, be uncle peck, a beer, say a pay credit in the DBS, oh, copper baby, koje card, or has an as I am out, I deal with it. Koneko, now, which you can. And you can say, be a dear auto, say, be a cotard, the about Ogana card, no money, I didn't be a obosom funny. Oh, be a free idea or a Malcolm. We any payment or tier payment. Oh, good. Na credit score. Be so we are calculating a so qua. Obisa no enya possible. And this is a man of further particulars or tiabrotre or tiabrotre pa unim. A bit no unim. Maybe I'm not ignorant about saying Madia. That's fine. So, but send me will be betting me at them office. I yes any mana and cost any other money no. Or say ye met them, yen some church in. And you'll be what I know. Because one time if we're procream, some woman dear Japan, idea by almost the Japan near mano, air stock market near the no, and a Babylon for ya. Omni bound by politics, I can see the Ghana no. They be a me company. Now me company no cost stock market. Now me raise money, now me run a company. That's a company no crab called bankrupt. What I be this cabbage money at the other no. Yan some first is OBS cash and fast oba ubi and fast. What's it? Bisa arrangement na say government na yesi bia you obi e make kwabna mete ha misika bi da ho ya ne honyo bia me de akoto ajapa de obi te obi ate no you raise so much money e de ye bia ya kwan e ho afia pokuya den time at Ghana set am no akurasi obeti ma tena buchi na akurasi ni ebi o ko ne bi wa unim any idea about it do beti ma akurasi ni wa de bi ju wo ye argument wo ne ma bia o conscience na chira o say ade wo ye make akura ebi am ni mu hwi o by sense say what are we opposing to no men kana men fan ko bom keke na say me tie afua what they say Ghana ma ye ndi they say the zika stock market because they what ya bruchire wo say the stock market na adwuma say bia say the tie and the conscience no obi wo no ma adwenbone eta onu no tiri me ye nyame kwab no bo no na adwenbone no e ba na say bubbo no a on kire say obi a o ta say mo ekura ba no me kan say ba me face that time no na enye sa na say tie na zade conscience ne mfa ne ko sell obakaka kwa busa foforo about what are we opposing, who are we insulting today? And the obosomfo conscience there obi a was as is be our conscience your name be a obi a ya e be an conscience just say ade na oye no na ye ana say na nye and no after program na ade ni nyina na ye ko akiri back door na ye kasa no ene ye ko fa me am feature kufta ade bai and me kai say me conscience say me ni obi yire ewo na oni pa ko na me ne yire wo ye no na kwa say me mpna me ne ho no edit takasi abeje and me so me conscience ni oba ne ko wo yi e say na ka kwa me fa so me conscience ba ko dia kwada no in a nice way 23-year-old so that the conscience no e tell me say kwa na wo ya de na ye no wo ye no wan ye ni yi na sa de ye wi ekura say san kan tampe ho asem the first time obi ma me ko bon tampem the tampene ye me a empa me ko da so etuye na se empa nem wiem ba bi ni ade de bi tama sa situation happen ye no na o kai niam bebre de wadwe so many niam so ene metimu bu say entampe e bi anka me to aso boy anka bi anka bebo ana say mi jai ene ye ya na de bia you remember ene bia ye bia eye ana say enye ana say the conscience there ayi obosomfo obia woni de e woni mu so be accept odie no that's fine but ebi obi won ma woni ne conscience na etini mu no and tell me say ono de ono accept ne oye wrong But they be your pointy finger, they be abosomfo ka asem we. And obosomfo ka so be we no anyinti. Ono no ko target obosomfo conscience there. Omo ono no conscience ni nya adwuma. Ba ono no de ne de on pese be adwuma. Onim how de nti na me mpa kata for emprantwe bebre. Na your question how. Anytime be a bibia, why is this? Why is this that? Why is this that? And you never be one man so home. It be a bit university. But I utu kwa baby is on the street. Long job for menka sanche. Sano mache boa and mache diasoa or jebo. And you know, near man say abaye kwa kotu home. A baby can't to be November. I want America. When I go for Adumti. Menya kwenya to ama Trump. So and no near me see one or more can watch him. Almost starting on the abortion, some starting up and I'm saying, oh my man for wow, say man for intimate tokusia. Or may more than near the cancer more. Abortion was a mere beca. Conscience ni bia na wa you. Much then quadana to pebu at maybe at 10 years near the old sending near my bonnet. What Chen said your band to me none and bear man is any money in every. Who we are catching him say abortion na kwa subject. I de kotwaba. What a man for crying your baby for tinto. Conscience. Say omuje adwaman chireni no school no mu tie me papa Trump. Ye man yankopon asem ne yemfa ngura nkwada nim. Ye man nkwada ne nyamisuro ngura om. Ti akwada no no ho no bo za de we ya me yi. Enye o ho kwan o. Baby and the Bible na ka tie ne say adwaman monye. To be soro ho. Ba waja akwada no. Me kura America kura me kura na o mka kura na me de madwen ko ne ma bibiri wo say rape. Kura wo de obi o ba bi wo kura de hu kotwi ni keke kura say wo rape me. Why me say? Obi aye careful about say niam na. Nti me busa mo say rape the America de enye common say bia Ghana say opani bi wa kofa akwara bi atena ne so aye ne ba no. Enye common sa. Efe na rape na obi na akwanya ne body e na body e wanya no ono na pese okoto akwada ne gu. Jesus Christ agenkwa no. Tama na tetimre mu no. Omo time no. Na ukogbo adwama ho na ne esi wabuo ekun no. Ne esi wabuo ekun. Fane setama won kronkron ne Mary bedaaye no. Ena Joseph ekwaye kotobonku be magimfo. Ena okoka se meyere nyam menene naaye. Ena yebefa America anke benden. Ke ba kusi na buo ekun no. Ta je nkwa na boyen. Ndi obozonfo abaye kwa koto aba against abortion. Rape bi any wa America ha bia mehu se nipa rape nipa te se de Ghana si defilement be ni ade obia ye careful enkwada ne enkwada bone omukonom ko omdi ko wom na omukonom ko nyima kire enkwada ne se mon gina se na mon gin kodum pempenso we ansa na mobɔ dwaban moja enkwada ne pama wom uja ba ko bus bi si no bus school bus kura ne ye from enkwada wo school bus mi na enkwada ye boje so kire enkwada ne ne ma papa mama sa conscience ni nya adwuma ni nya se de bia so ye die mu a ne etwa na dapa no tip ayo obosomfo obi oti America Mrs. Abnawa ha unya kwanya me besre wo e ma ne de mo no na mo de emotions na ye niema me na Trump abaye koto de asesa niema se de be ya economy stock market ne niema nyina yisika ase ene bankruptcy ayi companies bebra afale ama yisika ase nyina no mo ayen na dadi Trump omra ni hweze kakra akagu hono no ebesa afefa nti abna mesre why unya kwanya obozonfo medema no wasi
yo kwabena da wase ne oso nia odi aba beka ho na ye nko ye nua ba abena aho ofeso na ono so embembo ye nchiremu efa asema edaba maso so nti abena otimenka ba maso
Adwenkase o.
Say when no from kakra nti say
obi ahu ye de. Otimenka.
Obi ahu ye. Ewo from kakra de about ye be fa ne sa. Asa obetimi akogya wo nenu kakra so ebe boaye.
Me pijem.
Why?
They say
yeah. No. Pa nti.
Yo.
Wait ye nua ba ma kwabena or the adisrede bia to wenim o se be ka ne ho na o se ne papa daddy Trump na omeje mo ba mi gidi se bia also wo ba bia ugina nti Say, wo if it will be an answer, it might be a person of the man or dear Bonito Nansa Nawako, as a medabamas. Abnao. Abna in Jonko. Hello. Oh, I'm set.
I was on me how. What's the main?
Oh, okay. I've yet.
Oh, okay. So conscience, no. Adibia, a one nipamua. I say, Ubeka say, the inner voice be no. I bet you near my any near my any. As I will guide be. And see, Ubia will be on you. As I see Subia will now to say, Ebe you should know rightly or wrongly, no, and no honey as some no. Kwabena beka asembi sisi a abomi di say may support it. Mean to me support such a person because okasembi so say a mad the emotion. Obi any who make a decision, any human being, I'll make a decision as I see to be make a decision based on feelings and emotions. I don't know why that you always attributed to women. And also quarantine the boama me analyzing things critically more than men. Because omu ego no edi enimu kind before say omu be reason about certain things. Now obi abejina ho na we say I started wo ye can say abortion no it's not just rape. Abortion is you sitting somewhere in your room telling me what I have to do with my body. What does that got to do with you? Rape ni kwa na moye. Obi a wanyin say a wanya a problem. Na you say ye akra no at the detriment of me losing their life no. O say no you're part of abortion, but no you're different. Gan obeka say DNC and as animal. It's me the form. Now what catches say doctor no kro be yes ade no. A criminal act. Nipa so life is at stake. It's mo de be mo dwi ho an say abortion na quote unquote obi akonyin say ya wo pese oyi akra ne egu no eno nko ane broad thing. It's mu ya no yi session bi obi adifali obi baby a wotie bi a rape ni ho no ma. You live in a small city. When it comes to the big cities now, crime is high, rape is high here. It is a dear no baby a won ndru ho no ma wontimi nka say the fact say wo enye too much bi asa no happen and therefore yentimi nka ho asem. Now obi to the point say obi ni obi akọ rape obi oni na anyem no. O say I'm against abortion ti. Onfa sa ya onim no ngo bamra. O ba ne ba wie so na oni sika kro behwe ba na o so wo moa no. Obi timi ne ba eda. And two wo state it therefore you don't see we have 51 states in America. It's the framers of adino motina si hu say oba no de o pese oye ne ho ne body no ne decision no me point ne say wo till them no why are you saying say mo obi no obi nda ana de obi no obi ye won them? How is that your problem? Oh, now me dream one. Sometimes they will talk about this. Wasaba be say IVF na nkofo koye kora ne sebio ebi mu anyankopon abodi mu no eye de mo mo say omo betimi awo. Into obi o hono ma or result to say obehia science to help and also kra mo se there be na mo say abortion na mo ye is a population control na mo pese mo ye because mrofo na ewo krum ha no mo and na Spanish for no na ewo twu ne ye into o ma atena ho say the next 25 years no on be minority. It is a way of them to suppress friends population. Spanish way so mom di 13 and no ma start mom dem fa wo mo na mom rof mu si mu go school amon anti politics. This is politics. It has anti for that reason mo person mo catch man nyina say mo be control mo body. Now obi no anyem no so onya yi a who so ko who aso awu so. Why is that who business? Oh, sometimes no menti or mo reason baby a free buy obejina ho a wo say kraman na he didn't see the conscience. I can't say the man is unhinged. When who said no? When who say it's a disgrace the way he's acting. the way he reasoned. America man, it was so clear. Say, as a nipa mienu, Baku is so smart, Baku is an idiot. And we are, you see, the conscience is not telling him because I say, what is he saying that is beneficial to the collective people of this country? What is he saying? Name at all about my Republican, but Republican was sound mind. Not the obi or anyone who said clearly. Age na ba to na dwene ye. It is some baka me with the basa yina I sub abortion cry the na ehye mabufu osasem we nyina. Eh wasem. Ah? Obi ni ne beda ye chi no nyin say awose am ye nyi akora ne nwa yi no. Owu wie na sa akora no oni adwuma ya na sa nipa akora no oni adwuma ya osisei. Obi ye adwuma ebia ne time nso say ye yi. Obi so anyem wanya topic sa ne ma na esi yi akora no o se ye crime na wo pese population ni cost na wo se ye crime no IVF no so be ma nipa ne so awo no a eno so wo ho problem. I mean that same way nyansa be na wa same way oh enti sa wo hwe ahase ya omo wo cities nim no any baby a it is recognized say omo ko school no omo agenda omo to aba ma omo they don't vote for them. Because of reason, the Democrats are not saying Thomas so pesa, yeah, gay, lesbian, some extreme for some crazy the same way. But at least somebody who is reasonable, or one middle, obey Niema, a big boy yenino, and only a shake. It is all because you've been kept in my work, please. Baby, I would to location, no. Moniama, ye questionable, calculate to the month now. Na munya made yes so baby ati no obi afa ne conscience na operate in a way a ebeboa wo no nti obi ade na sa kwa ne de emfa na asem kora mba this system na yekoye my Ghana for no so conscience na ba abato na ekoto obi ama ne de nya adwuma won activating the conscience yes obi so de po ba dem beto say no obi ka say obi so de po ba Ghana wo say Kumasi you say see a de mibusa ne say e koma edi nipa your hospitals needs help your schools need help nipa na ti krom no so ni adwuma nye mibusa say at this time of our life no e po na sem ne hia oh ye niema de hia asa ne aye de fata one after the other so we solving for problem by providing incentive for them to get jobs na sorry no koye adwuma additional distance no it will come. So we should develop countries now. Omo de niema toto kwan mu de di kan. Omo prioritize omo health. Omo education. Adwuma yemu industry training. Omo yesa de na nipa ni time a obesori ati aye niema bi emfata o. Enye se criminal activity semba but ebeba for. Let's solve that problem first. Our attitude near behavior work a crum honey, yenya will be obeba, no be shape your mind, kakra, and no ne here and sana. You're moving on to the next level. But what's here a crow, car you streets and yet if you to quine a hospital nipper woo here and there, hospital crowd quite might be called Ukromo Paso, and the other former say, is your papa and no yes, say all these things, let's continue say a bepe will be a agenda that why na agent so be solving our problem. That no be our asema wo can it's not like it's a far-fetched issue. Sa na my friend. Na why na betimi aye sa owura lanche matin. Me so me choice, me so me conscience, me so tell me say omo mugu honum no omo maka so mba be ye enjuma no. Ono e na say bio me conscience align to say obetimi aboa based on me nema me madwim no ehia say ye because as film enema bi ekoso wo ikrom ho no as film nti obi aba na me mahwehwe na brabom mahwe se de osu compound ne ho enu kwaredie a onye corrupt na obetimi institute ne emen ama enema ye mmoa ama Ghana yeso yafem to mapefra iti yekoto abai let's our conscience guide us. Me and yes, will be able my 100 cities, will be able my 200. Me the be a make me the say Uracha Martina make us a man. But wo adwi mu conscience ka kyerɛ sɛ Mahama anaa Bawumia ɛwɔ aso. Na susu sansoɔ ne so ba na waa no watena ho na no conscience no a calculate sɛ aboa wo sɛ aboa wo. Nti ɔbosomfo mi de besi ha sɛ.
Na ye bisa sɛ yo yɛda sɛ ba ɛne ye bisa sɛ nti sɛ ne nipa no ɔno ebia wo no fi sɛ motivation a ɔno kura ɔde ɛyɛ ne choice no ɛnyɛ papa nti ɛwɔ sɛ wo so timi ɛsesa na adwene na ɔka bibi kyerɛ no ma ɔno sesa na adwene ne actions nti is it possible na kwan bɛn so na
ɛkwan a ɛwɔ so ani sɛ yɛbɛhwɛ deɛ ɛkɔ so wɔ abrabom sɛ wokɔ hwɛ so sisi a nneɛma ɛkɔ so wɔ abrabom sɛ ɛnyɛ deɛ a na deɛ obi offer for you no ɛyɛ a no wafa o deɛ na abɛmo wafa nyinaa yɛbɛɛ na wobɛgyina so deɛ wura kyɛmaten aka no gyina so ɔso ɔba a enwuma ehia no agriculture yɛnsu a yɛsɛ no waka ho asɛm waka me
obi ɔno ɛnyɛ no na otie ɛnyɛ no ɔhwɛ but ɔno so no ɛna make on say conscience no yɛ ne motivation a based on no any principle bi ana yeah ni moral principles a ɔno so ekura enti ebi ɛnyɛ agriculture ɛnyɛ industrialization ɛnyɛ we are wode ba but in the end no the decision of Baba no could probably affect you and as a more man. It is no. Is it not possible say a bit to me abomo amwase sanwadwene because you'll be more most of me a die-hard supporters of candidates or political parties. That one was say quite a bit me afa abo. Abena Teminka. Okay, I'm say abena ahoma drop. Eti yebeda abena se ne ntrechre mo no so di aba. Enti kwa abena se hwe ni obetimi ya aboawo. Enti ejisa wudi wule mu no so di ni lemu. Ai se enema agroni efe. Na yenko na nesika. But who said that Tibongo abaso, but we drop na Dr. Jingo so baso, ama ne drop oye. Enti Natibongo ne Dr. Jingo say emrebe na say mobemwa. Me ba na owa hene so you say oba yeah that but you say wa drop nti. Say utimi ba. Abena utimi nka. Abena. Ai na over 2 minutes.
Hi.
Uti asembisa na mibisa no. Okay, I'm say amani ndimbo abena. Nti udi atwentwen so second thought oba ufana west anafe udi bia babeto aso. Yo ne enko na nesika. Na nesika wote menka ba maso. Na nesika ho.
Obosomfo.
Yeah, ba maso.
Adwen kese na mo ho te say.
Na nanu ma da Roma ye ho ye pa. Me gidi say wo so mo ho ye.
Oh, me se me ho ye pa obosomfo me ho ye pa.
Ai. We asia mansan 80 o. Me gidi say wati asema da ba maso. Na ye bisa say can one win the battle against the power of the conscience?
And the conscience o de be twi ka se mana che say tibua meboa.
What's he saying? Tibua.
Tibua.
Tibua. Wetimi ama ejimi kra mente da finality. Tibua na yentias.
O de ba twi ka se mu asa na e fe ne tibua.
Tibua. Amente so say yaka obi aye bibi ama ye bi so obi say otibua. Anti say bia o pese obi say ade a waye no o ye free conscience mu na o conscience e kira o sansa na ye ka no ye bi say ne obi akon o kasem.
Enti masa ade a wankasa o ye nti tibua mbu fo. Anas ade a me pa de tibua mbu fo. Ba jo atma say.
Eda wase. Mamenda wase se wasa akyerɛ me word baako. Enti Tiboa. Okay, Tiboa. Yo, ebeda wase. Gidi sɛ enuanom bebree so esua ade afrim. Na enti na kyerɛ sɛ yɛsɛ yɛbɛtumi edi obi ana Tiboa tumi eso ana.
I obosomfo mamenda obi biase. Sister yo di nka kasa e abran. O kasa ye manage ne kasa ho. Manage ne kasa ho pa. Ana michia me ofa so. Obosomfo on say
Odi ani tie anaska.
Tiboa ade bi nipa dasani bi o wasa asesu bia no obo ade o nipa dasani bia obi. And then Abu Nibeka said the good incarnation and the bad incarnation, the positive and the negative. Sanet here was as so. Until God and evil, good and bad. San yoma munu way, san yoma way. Without it, you cannot function. But the men underground be as into Mr. Mother the big banner mode acheme. Also for negative and positive. I say car battery. Sanity with that positive and negative into mean function. With that negative and positive, so ain't into mean function. Into sanity, negative and positive. Now, Sabi, dear, dear now Tibuano, a casachero, Sadia, uye, and yet, idea to say Kufuado. A good father say, need to go, cum Tibuano. Ekufuado akum Tibuano because Ekufuado se ni Tibua pa eye adwuma anko de tumi no a Ghana for the man anko de ato ho the Tibua wo kum sa conscience and sa Tibua na e wo ni trim wo kuno every say anytime be a Tibua no be born kokobia no onfa nya asem ntie ni Tibua no na mboni beka se ni ego ena de bia o ma ni ego no override ni Tibua no gye ahantan ene akakabensem obi ti se Kufuado o ma gye ahantan ene akakabensem akum ni Tibua ono na beka kire Ghana fo se galamsey ekoso onu Kufuado so ntimi anko sa ko kese na endi su nkunum a ode ne tumi no ayede ama na ode beto fom ene Ghana nsuo wanyina Kufuado adaroma one chema wuntumi ene MPP mpanifu a omeka kire se party hieske to so me galamsey no mu se nsuo sense asese nwie se frama also mo ye yetia ena oswafo a ohwe yesu nsuwa so ene obo ade bobre aye friend Professor Frimpong Boateng ebeka che se na Kufuado ni MPP mpanifo ena ye Galamsey a ode ho adanse be kire adanse ede be kire Ghana fo ode be kire Ghana fo ho adanse ni ode be kire Ghana fo yefa no ntunchen yeti ha ena brantie bia oye semtroni e fe ne Erastus Asarodonko an semtro adwuma no oye no Joy FM inshira multimedia o no oye ne san semtro adwuma no odi video clip beto ho me nya hwe sojafo a omo ye Galamsey being back by na Kufuado ne baomia MPP fo Omoye Galamsey military men in uniform Omoye Galamsey and this president administration yet ne kwache national security for Omoye Galamsey and this president administration and then Kufuado baomia administration sabi omania enwu ade na omani atra omani nton na kakabensam
akakabensam na ɔma bɛn ɔma bɛn afufu enti kasa ɔma bu no ehwe go mo asom ɛni nti ne Ghana for kasa bia ɔmo ntie de kufu ado ne ba omia ayo magye so mbɛyɛ ne no ano mbɛyɛ ɛnoa no mbɛyɛ na ɔmo nya de pa so ɔmo nya de pa na nka ɔmo tibua no ɛyɛ adwuma a ɔmo tibua ne kasa kyerɛ ɔmo a anka ebehu sesan kakra ɛwɔ ɔmo na montuo
yo nti na nasika sen ɔmo tibua yi ɛnyɛ adwuma yi no ɛkwan bɛn so na yɛbɛtumi afa a yɛbɛtumi aboa ɔmo ama ɔmo tibua na yɛ adwuma as ɔman ɔmo zo ne yɛ mpeni
the only option no one say the ɛne adeɛ baako pɛ na ebɛtumi afa so ɛde aboa wɔn ɛnoa no sɛ
nka sɛ yɛyi dabi sɛ wotu tia na wamboa no cause ɔkɔtena fie kora na ne tibua no ɛmboa no
nekufo
yɛn ne yɛpɛ sɛ yɛboa wɔn nti ɛkwan bɛn so na yɛbɛtumi ama ɔmo tibua no cause ne yɛawo ka no ɔmo so ɔmo tibua no ebia wɔ adeɛ ɛhyɛ no kutupa anaasɛ ne nti a tibua no edi dwuma no sɛ ne sifa edi dwuma no nti yɛn ebia me ne wo ana wo na ne sika wo se ɛnyɛ nti kwan bɛn so na wobɛtumi afa a wobɛtumi aboa ɔmo ama tibua no ayɛ dwuma sɛ ne a wo sipɛ no
ɔbɔsɔfo sɛbe
wodi yɛ ne tie
akora obewu no wodi ne kɔhyɛ pop moto mu kro obewu ekufo ado onye sinipi one ba umia sɛ omabu nnua de gu omo asom omo nka ne krankyerɛ Ghana the only red card they betimi di akyerɛ omo ne sɛ ye betu atia omo na omo akɔ akosua ade na ebi aka omo ne o sɛ bi ka omo ni no mu kosua ade omo kosua ade koya ade sua next time bia no mba Ghana for kasa omo beti. And one day, the only option, because yet ye catch them say your friend is saying catch it drum babesi. As soon as so be a sabi, I am quasi some a Jimmy Sam, a bro handsome, for so be any so. Nan quasi a form causes umbesi, sika comb, taxpayers' money. Bubruja ene cathedral no I dey say we say ebo m to free Israel e dey bele foundation for cathedral ye charter praying e dey ebo no tum dey buy na say na ye waste say be asofo akronfo in suit akronfo m kuta Bible akronfo be to say mensa wotable that Can Williams that Mills sa kronfo we mu nyina sikana afa for mun sase sikana fa mun sase na e koya na se e bare enti ne tenti ne teti am wan sa kronfo mu de to na also ituti a wo every say democracy no kabima min ka be amamwo no sabe sie kasana so wanti a also kwa anti ade hona also oko ti akufu ado ne ba omia de o madi Ghana fo o madi ehwam papa mama yen sesti fom a yen pese be hu o manim kura biem efise nsuo ne nsase ne nkwaye o masɛ no it say a ho asefem ne no ane say na ambe. So no the no akufo ade do betimi import nsuo from London. So no onom Ghana nsuo. One ba omia nyina omonom Ghana nsuo. Omo import nsuo from London and omonom. Ene na nanom ahemfo akese bi a omo so tumi hye omo nsa enne yate se otumfo etu na ahemfo ne baako. Adan ya na yi na ne to akonyan. Ese okoye galamsey. Na me pese bi sase enti ahemfo bebrebe o me galamsey de ba ko pa ne yetimi tu na ade so enti za otumfo sa otumi se ohene bi sebe ekoye galamsey a yetimi yire tu akonya e ma ne yeye ena watra aye hwanya watra aye hwanya up to now even obed obekeka no ho I too late. The 2 minutes kutana no me hu 2 minutes so mfaso. Sa 2 minutes kutana no otimi de ka kire asantema nyina se abruwati ada for mo obi nya yie, mo obi anya yie na tetemi ya adwuma de a. Ono aso betimi de next former kase asantema mu nyina mo obi anya galamsey obeye. Na so ontime inside say ontime insu sa 2 minutes dia ni ehun ne so mfaso every say ye wo aman hine bebre wo Ghana omon sa aseso no ye nya galamsey o mo makwa me ye galamsey enti ekoba ne sen na asantema mu any some part of eastern region any central region there galamsey no etimi atu atese a sabe e din semone sa ena so for no so mo ko galamsey sa so ko bon paye minim ade e wo mutrim se ku for do no musuro no se sanyo me I don't know because minim say yankopon wa bo asase awie asase na obon yankopon ombobo bi nka ho just logic and common sense yanfa keke logic and common sense yankopon asase na wa bon ombo bi nka ho biem wa bo awie it is say deni ensaka no see e betu gold e dia sense asena esenya if say medium minim say nsuo ehun hia esin gold minim say mframa ehun hia esin gold enti say yesi ehun ni sana se kufuado ne ba omia say party nyeska enu ntino ombe galamsey dia say Ghana nsuo dia say Ghana nsase a ende na say yara o na ende na say yara into obosonfo makasa ache
yara na sika im say wa timing the correct pa 50 minutes na nka me pe bisa o say ohini na otumfo etu na se akonwa no boni be na waye den na waye ansa na otumfo etu na de so enti ebia krachi eba oba be boaye na
minya no
wa chichire mu
be pa jo metime ya no ana
so
ne boni na le se akwaye galamsey
okotono wo site ho
Nancy ye ni ma ahemfo tumfo na ne beka che se edan a wode na ahemfo hyem emu be 40% onum so emu be 40%.
Ela mi bisa se ohene no otumfo ekotono se ogina nsuo nim ana amenenum etu galamsey ana
wa ma ho kwan me ye na saase no ye galamsey e wo so according to no otumfo no hwehwe mu no ohene ne so sa wo mu bi enti no tu na ade so
waba aposifo amane isa nse galamsey a ekoso nyina no
oyi na ade so wo tu na firi akonya so
anse ye wo amamra so wo ho se timemu ni se wo ye ohene se wo ye akoa wo ye bone etia o mana o se ye bo aposifo amane na ye do famra kwan so tina mi bisa se waba aposifo amane se mihini dumedia odini ona makwan e ma amanfo say yegudie ya saase ni yensu ni ye kwaye enti me ba be report criminal case why bibisa ezani se utu na de so a se otifie kra na mi bisa se okoto no wa menenum so utu say ono no remotely den all control enti the connections ni bibia da so wo ho utu na de so a disconnecting the connections ni ye the networks ni ye
Also for the
na
Ghana no police ni na akọbọ na mande no bokura no. So mu nyina ye galamsey. Aso Japan nyina ye galamsey ko report na ma hwan.
Say ye tibua no nyina nyedwuma. Obi a tibua nyedwuma. Weda wase. Weda wase na nesika na yeda wase ne nkyeremu wabo nkyeremu pa mbo. Na yenko Accra Chei. Prince the Bombardier. Onanano Madaroma. Last week we see Accra Chei nananom. Omo ahwe ya yeti papa mbemu anka yebu ananka uja to fidie mu na e network gina I disconnected. And say papa ebe mu I said fire service officer no firefighter no. Oni umiaba. Say na Chei nananom. Ai. Ade ba go say kwabena benada for so akwa branda for mienu. Say kwabena ni abena.
I say you man your friendliness zone. Cause over say be heated just
ai
kana hudo na
munyam ema mo nana Chei. Ai na we dey inim rem say telling to God's word ebeba so nti ye mboni tell say what asem edaba maso can one win the battle against the power of the conscience nti we dey say the best na wabo ntremu
yo meche enyanum nyina ene omamutie nyina say do ka ebeba telling to God's word ukwada na pact ti ebe snap kakra and 10 times we say ye ka conscience na ebeka ntimboa na the proper name anga say ahunim so ahunim ene na ahunim AHONIM it was what edina ahunim echa wo say uso na otu mu no oni bibia so that say ene tino so wan ka say o self che ukoyi bibia so otu mu sa de we made that so like I just enyen so wan ka so over say na wa override wa de o conscience now enti to fight conscience and conscience you fight conscience. Say the I say captain speaks to captain and lieutenant to lieutenant and to be an idea. It is said the obia hunum chen say ebia you can say yenkwa and I say a hunum chen say bia yenkwa form samre no. Obi so hunum chen say meko at the end of the day a hunum so you say e dia na yemfa nye sand pakra obu samra no so. It only pan one kasa no o server one is it me ebu one kasa for wa hunim no etimi kire say aha e bia me bomba de ma ware o ma hunu chese ma ware me say me yire ba ku ya na me dia dance e woni panyina se no a after na bibi ka jem say o de say de me ma twa fa ho wa hunim na na kasa kire o so that say enti se no me bi ills bi wo no bi wo society ne ka ya hunim na chese ade we enye bonipa da seni se mianoa na ede meye na hunum se chensa ba even say ebu ni fo bo no okoda mpa so as na ensu nipa ni mo hwehwe eni sika bibia o painting ni eyinti no ono ka se override na hunim no edi se be se ye fight a hunim na e kire ye no e ka je say ye na nam su no ho dada pra ni ayensu nya no to good ho ba o man se nsu no adent na bi nso ahunum kire say yenko chamfa nkosi nso ne yense no because e bi ono de obenum dasani na obusa sani pa kron say me say ne Ghana no de no ho ato no oye save ni odipa ondidie na onum nsuo na owo max sani pa yo sani pa bi o Ghana de ende na ne ho so ene ne de ye ka Ghana say sem kron onda na nso me hu se udidi nko ha de a udidi na onum nsuo
Let's just say, senior worker, they were acting according to certain accepted standards.
Oma hunim chef san obadia share no unsa dem ka je say obadia de say unse said ye wo ba na unse
yes ye standard no
oh they be saying ye ahunim ye woni pasela ni papa ba unse eni na unse na wo hwe article am de to a abra ene galamse unse duru yi you say Ashanti region the capital of Galamsey no but the deputy headquarters no and western north and western regions are two regions western and western also say omo to Galamsey na afide omakotu akoyi e kan say I am free wasa Ekropon road. Okay, say be bosumi kan Konongo ne Accra road no mako to Galamsey be just a few meters from the main road no. Main road there from Accra to Kumasi Kra no enye double road baby was single na ye double na bisa no. Ya kuto Galamsey na ya hunum na ye ba control ne kan ya bi su kan ya on se nche bia na Galamsey fan kwase so mo no mefiri wonom. But mina commission for no hunum che say o say yo mutu you know cause o menja kakra. Asami man for nso omu no mo hwe and I master to John to master say on we do. Illegal mining have taken over main Ayamfru Wasa Ekropon road in the western region or more extracted gold openly. Since it's all called group to say Wasa and Trenchena, Japa, any Wasa Ademra, or say the entire communities have turned into unauthorized mining stages or more hangi assassinating into Omotu United and che over to say aha na ni nyina kolam se said ye na yetiminya you know landslide ni you know obi so nyina obi be se o makonam se o nyina ebe kevin no nyina akọ kama na admo so akọ na nyuma nti bibia ahonim no ye de ahonim ne ye ahonim edi se obi ba na se ye kasa ye ahonim ne che se ade ni nyewuti ne ye kasa no enya woni ahonim iti se nim iti se knowledge of self no saa na nyakopa program se wo se to de bi kra computer se da wo ye computer se wo se computer to de bi no anka se timi shut it down ono aye ne ho aduru saa na tie obi tan de du be bia wo se de bi one man command kra na ya man auto command se edu be bia ono an shut it down cause wo ka se o jama wa hwea
ana se kra pe wo usage no na se ebia services na error system no intimi contain ya ono so woni then action or yet to prevent disaster
disaster
ono aso timi shut down
ne wuja na o ma ne incha obekọ ma ntinu o mo me computers no or hardware no o ma shada any software no so o ma program say once the software no intimi control hardware no na enye checks about sound na de etienti ahonim ye bibia eye kama na sa ahonim ya na o say wo de ba ya hanom so o say sa problem bi mi yenya yo ya kasa ya yenya ba Kamala na hunim no and now I say oh my values have not changed Kamala again ni nya be ma na ye o ba omi o say the Kamala ye vice president sada ba omi ye vice president ba omi say na hunim no ye nto aba ma no na eto aba ma no wi no be ye ABC mi wan so o working na unum dada o aba mo ye vice president the second most powerful person in Ghana sana Kamala so aye o ye vice president o si ensan to abama na ewia na obeye we obema we 25,000 obema we 5,000 ni me wan so one order so vice president cause is general 20th it would ye enu na enra ye can say debate ekoye no he question bi be man no deflect no almost say emotion na no wa sheda ye busa ne say eti Trump ahunu chen say na denti na wo ye vice president unye ade wo mu da unye immigration council border na nipa ban illegally no ade na unkoye na wa to papa so inflation ako high and wa to papa so and on the can say economy now these are the three most important and normal here both Democrats and Republican voters say service o nyina and normal miensa enipa na hunu je say economy ni nye inflation in because abana print skebebre and na was spend skebebre etinama consumers yen skebebre be din compose meeting sell and say ade kwa 2 cedi won say sika won to be 5 6 and inflation no yeah we say one was no cast vote to tama ye the inflation bill or no Kamala na no say or cast cause na aye 50-50 or no as a vice president on the tie or break it tie no onipa hunim no enso eno ekobusa na no wato apa so no the emotion na na me ma me shana me wo family no enti nipa nka no kure so ahunim no nenso bi ma hunim che say ye Trump na de onye cause on e ka no kure no hu so kan o say ye ko Afghanistan Trump ye bibie wie na Biden buy or 3 years so na ka wosanka otimi so we na say Biden ka say Trump whatever arrangement you Afghanistan una go to me obetima ka say me president ye na menye and not na wasa na of the year almost $3 trillion worth of equipment planes na nyina wo jama Taliban ye ko Taliban say ye ko Afghanistan say ye ko eradicate Taliban 20 years na yesa hande corona ma Taliban for no Ubusa Kamala Upesha Uko YouTube Tamana plane America big plane and Francophone and a Taliban got to bomb and the 13 way Joe Biden Kamala one Fred or you grab Empire and then a Trump car said the nearby no Momo pay mediocrity in Mahunu just a mood people of mediocrity man for you but Trump and no catch a Kamala say me and me fire. It is our Republican and I say no more me do switch my fire me a man of mediocrity. Me fire because I'm a businessman. Yente guy abojene say nkofo egu yedwuma because me busuani and I'm offer say no ogu edwuma. O fire ni pakro na no competent people about ni nyina ya hunim. So that's here. Enti sanity o share mainstream media wo America MSNBC na o nyina na o my extension of
and na me ba so say I say mainstream media no I won't support Trump the campaign in the DBA and me a clip will be yeah broadcasting company corporation that has a show clip be about Ukraine war no on bisa it was like Kamala ne host and I say one more anyway no
moderators
and now Trump kabana mo bisa no cause na Kamala to bisa Trump I send your no she wasn't addressing the question but rather no or no momo to Trump no I didn't find that
internet say and debate 3 versus 1 ABC ni
yeah, I didn't find it fair at all.
And nothing like Kamala say on call baby Fox na because say omu center right for na right for no. But or call ABC because omu say on may bias. Obi amu or hunim no Trump can be no mason no omu say or no fast checking no. But Kamala chan to obi also on pet fracking. Since also pet fracking. Is some mobile fact check say and now 2019 no also we be ban fracking. Since we ban fracking. O man you Trump and Kwano do me because baby on a pro bias. Trump mentions a Trump and whom say a American tina or no. Or no one can be Trump one a camera name to bad one who was casting Trump or a billionaire. Or because a win here, but she no man Joe Biden a intentional buy no. It's what my say Trump. Me see 91% of all media were American or which generated negative views. Trump and the same percentage no de Kamala but so Nina negative your mulma Kamal Trump ne positive views on the Kamal and say statistically tied. Baby Trump lead be 1 point and the Kamal be 1 point. Chao say or Mahuni Museka mainstream don't we say the fourth estate and we balance and also neutral. Who say a better wider Trump between baby but Kamal and Hunim no or say Trump say democracy. Me once soon Joe Biden now yet to Obama no as prime minister nipa 14 million Democrat to Obama no on my equity and say on free one forcing out. Kamala obi anto Obama no. Neka Joe Biden free also come go back to prime minister no ma one is democracy. We here hunim nyansa asem na make you. The end to Obama no or say no Trump mo ya to Obama no Republican or say no Trump mo na say democracy or no Obama yan to Obama no on ya selecting and electing no or so be say you know eti ahunim no self no. And nothing I agree for say know thyself. Unimu ho a eno mebebua obeye ho adu. Eti na de make anya obiso and no my cause say de kwa gasa bi e bi wa ha no. Nya twumfo ne no mapi obeye or sorry or defend or stress asemesi obeye sira umu de ha no. So that say obi we vice president and no mebe obi tmaye. Usi ko ma 25,000 25,000 for phone e usi yeto about enye sana ba umianzo ahunim eche waro. Ono di yile bi baye no osi ye nto abama na ansa na oba obe yile bi meka je ka me ma hu me na me akofo de ka me pam ba umia because ye nyina ye yile ni to ba je say sa senka mada ga sa no o ka je ko say yile bi ni yo ade tina kan je say o nana ye na ye ade 6 la no ye wa ko 7 January no de nana ye nyi firi ono say ne hu say ye nyina na ye betu de bi ba umia hu nim say oh me driver mate me implementation and then you also 33 key policies on implementing single-handedly. And how do you draw the line? So we can only fight conscience with conscience. Be no to conscience let you say adie we no. Enye said ye go for come on na to say enye no. Conscience let just monya to enti na ye mra no. Conscience na ye constitution no. Just say the do's and don'ts of the Ghanaian. Say conscience, say conscience ni adwiri mu a and you are not a human being. Why do you know? So, Obi Onya aware yourselves and no. Also, you do commentate institution. Ain't you know a reason also who said the reason echo. Macajis America, me by America, me who say, who say, we should TV, so no say media no air supporting the Paconages at the corner, Adio and yet. That media san omo ye. And omo hu no moderators bu say Trump say Ukraine one is going to make a Ukraine winner. This is a stupid question. This is a stupid question. Trump and catches when him say, "What is Opa with me the weapons? What Ukraine?
Yeah, that was a question. That was what I was referring to. Say
exactly. Russia has the most nuclear weapons, 9,000 plus nuclear weapons. You only need 500 nuclear to destroy the whole world. You're spending about 300 billion on Ukraine. And then you can inflation in America. No, Ukraine guy before Ukraine when she said 2014. That time now, Russia from the eastern part of Ukraine. No, Satan from Poloski and Sana Ukraine Zelensky. No more fire missile. Human rights for cracking. So me charge do two president. No, omuko Russia for eastern Ukraine no. And then Russia for do omujimu. America yanka say ababi effect Victor Nunan on no call ku etia democratic elected president o. And omutu no and the call mother omo revolution omutu omu nyina na Zelensky buy. Before the next Ukraine population 40 million since 20 million. Do not say na omo nyina adwane ko Europe no. Say Ukraine ka wodi na omtimi ntwea. Omo budget is about 100 billion. And ye ne send this kasa. It obi a no o anemia e to do obi man moja say we dey we moja na enso no. Eti Trump asema Trump nga say enye say Ukraine be win because ontimi win. Ontimi defeat Russia. Russia na won Ukraine. Russia says on toto hwe o, on toto hwe. No man on toto hwe. And nothing America for so so omo man Ukraine kwan say on fire to Moscow ne St. Peter because onya man because Ukraine for the coordinates, America for the coordinates, no missiles, and American for the programming. It is America is yet to miss and to Moscow for almost a satellite. I will almost America for coordinates. I can say a of a Putin or destroy Ukraine. Or destroy Ukraine or the strategic nuclear bomb destroy. You bomb a boom. Obient Mr. Be never World War III.
Bombardier, you better was one my more insight. You better was in a moment or so. Sending aka 1 minute in tea. Really a best more last speaker no na yama yenu 1 minute. A quite na Kamodia run up. But who say Apostle Bibi Abaso or train?
I am to really make us my interest was say time I was you quite the Biana because as I'm saying, unfortunately, we quite know your park.
You okay, me jidisa in Yanumbetia Siena. Yeah, turning to God's word. Enti meda Obibia, meda Papa Smiley, so as say, or the Akonya Yama Martina. Na adventure de abapa na mijidi say we will have to continue this topic someday because very broad made the Emeka personally man satisfied with intritrimu abano intisa kwenya bamu na say yebetimi ato aso a echina kra na that will be fine na ye jemu na ye je kirama Apostle Bibi ne Prince na omode turning to God's word. Yo.
Special invitation to everyone.
And Apostle, why ready? So, Ana Bibi.
Yo, open so form that shit.